What would happen if you replace sturdy dwarves with cute kobolds in Dwarf Fortress? I decided to challenge myself and answer that exact question. So today I'm building a kobold empire deep in a hot festering swamp full of deadly prehistoric creatures. My plan is simple: establish a foothold and build a safe haven for my kobolds. Next, expand, fortify and build an army. Then send my kobold warriors out into the world to build a proper empire and face the consequences of my actions. Accept that peace can only be bought with death and rebuild my empire with necromancers, but more about that later. Now relax, crack open a cold one and join me on this epic adventure, which begins at Roas, Death Marsh, as is the name of our fortress. I started with 7 kobolds and they're all peasants with no special skills at all, and Shade Bear Knife is our caravan leader. We also have 1 male and 3 female Quetzalcoatls that we can eventually train into war Quetzalcoatls if we want to, and we started with 2 water buffaloes who pulled our wagon. Let's maybe start by creating a small pasture where we can put all of these animals in. Then we're gonna chop some wood. And of course, we also want to go underground where we're probably gonna be hitting some damp stone very soon. Yep, there it is. So we're gonna have to fix the leakage as soon as possible. Oh, and actually, that was it. We already do not have damp stone below this. That's actually really good. Up above, I'm just gonna build a couple of small workshops for now. We're gonna just make a small wooden hatch cover so we can cover this. I'm gonna build a couple of nest boxes as well, so we can have our Quetzalcoatl's nesting. Oh, I just saw this. I think this Quetzalcoatl is gonna get killed. Seriously got injured, and hopefully my Quetzalcoatl can actually survive this. Yeah, maybe I should get these creatures on the ground as soon as possible. They are quite precious to me, so let's get them down here. Now this poor thing apparently cannot stand anymore, although I see it flying around, so I guess it's fine. Although fine is a very debatable word, of course. Oh, and apparently we have already hit the caverns. To be honest, not something I expected, but I guess we will take it. My Quetzalcoatls are now safe underground, which is nice, and I do see that this one, even though it's injured, it's got some eggs already there, and they're fertile. Let's make sure we do not cook these. Now that we have the basics secured, let me tell you more about Roas, the Death Marsh. My kobolds embarked on their journey in the year 184 from the Isle of Stones, which was a small 2-settlement kobold civilization located in the center of the continent. They were all basic peasants with no knowledge or skills at all, and all they had were basic survival items and a couple of Quetzalcoatls. They journeyed to the southwest, and the region they settled in was classified as Joyous Wilds, which means good yet savage surroundings, and that suits the kobold vibe quite well, I think. Alas, the whole place was one extremely hot and stinky swamp, which means leaky caverns and slimy creatures hungry for a kobold snack. Let's keep digging. First order of business, of course, is to bring everything we have upstairs, downstairs. We go deep. For now, I just need to set up essentials like this chair over here. That little chair is gonna be an office. And Shade Bear Knife, our caravan leader, is gonna take care of it. And she's gonna be assigned as a stockkeeper and caravan voice as well. And there she is, already counting how much food, drink, and everything else we've got here. And from here on out, we're gonna go down here and we're gonna breach into the caverns. I know this is dangerous. We're gonna open up a bit down here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna just build some walls to protect our entrance. So we're gonna get some rock blocks from here, chalk right now, it's basically all we've got. We're gonna start constructing some walls, and at the same time we're gonna start farming down here. There we go. We are already planting our first seeds. Now, unfortunately, we have some of our kobolds just sleeping over here at the wagon. While I did craft them a bunch of beds, we didn't place them down fast enough. But I think right now, building these walls down here and farms is more important. Although I can't really imagine that building walls from chalk, they're gonna be very sturdy, but I guess for now, for starters, better than nothing, right? And down below, I already see an elk bird. Elk bird is coming closely. We could try to capture these, or we could just ignore them for now and just stay safe here. I'm also gonna bring my water buffaloes down below, where they'll be slightly safer than up here. Which, let's be real, these kobolds still working out here are not safe here at all. But for now, this will have to do, and hopefully we do not get attacked by anything or anyone before we get our first trade caravans, which is gonna be soon since it's now the 1st of Hematite and it's early summer. As for trading, we do have a couple of like pond turtle shell crowns and figurines and rings and amulets. It's basically kind of worthless, but right now that might be the only thing we can trade. Besides, there is some jaspers here, and we have some quartz as well. So you know what? I'll quickly build a jeweler's workshop here. Also, rejoice, rejoice. I see we have found some coal in these walls, so that's going to be very important for our industry. But for now, we're just going to go cut all the gems we've got forever, and those we can then trade from the jeweler's workshop. Also, rejoice, our first bedrooms are coming in, which means my kobolds don't need to sleep on the floor any longer. Now that we can rest easy, let me tell you more about my kobolds. You see, in Dwarf Fortress, you can't normally play as a kobold. They only show up as little mischievous critters that cause trouble. But with Intro's Kobold Civ mod, I can build them a proper home. They're very similar to your average dwarf, but they also have shiny scales, tails and horns, so basically little dragons. Now you know how to build your kobold fort at home, and I have to keep digging, for these swarms are dangerous. And not only swarms, there's a giant bat flying around here. Luckily, we finished these walls, and there shouldn't be nobody jumping in here. Shouldn't be able to, at least. And we're also getting some nice cut gems, which is great because we also have migrants arriving. Just a couple of them showing up in the first wave, but we are up to 13 kobolds now, and they actually brought with them a giant cave spider. That's amazing, plus some other stuff. They also come with their own skills, like we have a furnace operator now, a weaponsmith, a gem setter, that's really good, a potter, bone doctor, well that's awesome as well, a diagnostician as well. See, we can have doctors here now. Oh, would you look at that? Kotaku Atlas hatchlings have hatched. And there they are. They don't look like hatchlings to me. They look pretty big already. And there is a lot of these boys. Well, just as we intended. Also, every kobold's got his bedroom. Yes, they're pretty crappy, but we'll make them better and more beautiful later down the line. And with those bedrooms done, I think it's finally time we set up an area where my kobolds can eat, drink, and make merry. And apparently we also found gold. Oh, that is great to see. We're not gonna really use that gold yet. We will use it in the future though. We've also been attacked by a honey badger apparently, and because of that my gem setter is running away in fear. And so is the honey badger, who has been overcome by terror. This tells me it's probably the time to bring all of our stuff in here, because right now we're chasing each other and killing each other, and that honey badger died. Luckily none of my dwarves were injured in the process, and it looks like our gem setter basically strangled the honey badger. That's a rough way to go out. And for that, gem setter, you deserve a new name. You shall become Bright Flint Ukimduk. Now this might not look like something, but this is our Tooth of Caverns Tavern. Not the easiest way to say, but we're gonna get some tables and chairs in here. And we finally start making some alcohol down here. And definitely we do need to start doing that because our drinks are getting low. But luckily we do have plum helmets, so we're gonna be making some new fresh drinks. At that. We got Dwarven wine, our very own, made here at Castru Roas, Deathmarsh. And good timing as well, because autumn is here, which means the winter is coming. But hopefully first some trade caravans. And the intake of alcohol is starting to make my kobolds happy. Look at that, we have one very happy boy here. Zatas Ilksroar, our planter, is very happy. Oh, she's got a lover, that's how it is. You know what, you being happy, you deserve a name. You're gonna become Pepparat. Next to our brewery, I also built our kitchen, where we're gonna be preparing some nice meals. And speaking of food, our water buffalo cow gave birth to a calf. So not only will we be eventually eating Kotaku Atlas, we're gonna be eating some water buffaloes. And by the way, the first meals are complete. We got some pond turtle stews, clown loach stews, I have no idea what that is, but I'm guessing it's something that swims, and some red spinach leaf biscuits and more meat biscuits. I like that. We're slowly but surely starting to live the good life here. And looks like it's that time again, because we are getting migrants in. And this one came in with 2 lovers. And just like that, we are up to 17 population now, which means more beds and bedrooms. There we go. Everybody's got a bedroom, and we actually have a decent stockpile of food and drinks. Not much, but we got something. I also built a butcher shop and I'm building a tannery just below the kitchens here. And eventually this is gonna be a place where you can produce, well, clothing for my kobolds and of course also meat for the kitchen. What I also need to quickly do is just set up a general stockpile where we're gonna just bring everything down from the surface that we do not need anywhere else. Main reason for that is I don't really want the stuff here stolen. And we've been leaving everything we've got here on the surface for quite some time now. Yeah, something like this, where we can just bring everything down here that we would want. Yes, these workshops are still here and they're still going to be working here, but most of our items are now safe underground and our inn is starting to look a bit prettier. In any case, we will continue working as we worked before and hopefully discover something cool like another cavern deep below. Oh, we definitely found some water down here. The supply caravan from the Owl of Stones have arrived, and with them the winged voice Tyrka Sirus from Kukut's Ars. That was very easy to say. I would assume she's our outpost liaison. And there are our merchants. We're gonna see if we can trade some of our gems and our various figurines and amulets and such. More than that, we don't really have. As for the next caravan, I'll ask for some pets. Bring me some snakes. You know what? Cave spiders as well. And they'll want shields and or bucklers. I'll see if we can craft some of those. Early trade was of extreme importance to my imperial ambitions. Without prosperous trade, there would be no future migrant waves. There would be no new animals and life-saving resources. My precious kobold lives depended on this first trade going well, and so I assigned Bone Apple Tree as our new caravan voice, because unlike Shadebear Knife, he actually had some bartering skills, and I knew it would allow me to get better prices that way. Well then, so let's trade, shall we? As you can imagine, these amulets and crowns and all that, they don't have much of a value. But some of the cut gems, oh, they definitely do. So for now, we're gonna buy some alcohol from these guys. Maybe some seeds as well. And definitely some cloth and some plum helmets. We're gonna make sure the traders make a nice profit. And that should make them very happy. I also bought them a cowbone zakra, which is an instrument. We're gonna place it down here at the inn. Now that we have reached the caverns, I actually want to grab this gold and then just block this off. This is very dangerous because something can swim up here and go up these stairs and come directly into our little hamlet, which I would really not appreciate. For now, I'll just slam some hatches above this. And this would be reminded over here, this is gonna be our new place where we can do some stone cutting and stonework. This might all be just work in progress, but eventually this is gonna be a nice stoneworkers guild over here. And in fact, we are gonna make this a guild. Stoneworkers Unite. We're gonna continue this hallway down here, and we'll make this our jeweler crafters hallway. Or guild hall, or whatever. And we're already finding some more jaspers over here that we can craft into something better. We're now gonna slowly be moving all of these blocks that we have crafted over here, and all of these gems as well. It's all gonna go into the storages down here. From over here, we're gonna go one step down, and we're gonna just make a small hallway here. And once this is dug out, we're gonna bring our crafters down here, specifically our carpenters, which means that this carpenter's workshop on the surface is gonna get removed. And we're gonna make this down here our wood stockpile. I also moved the fishery indoors just a bit below ground for now, which just means that we have to move this Craftsball's workshop, which we're gonna place, I don't know, somewhere over here. Oh, and now migrants are arriving, and they did bring a rattlesnake with them. That was a small migrant wave. I think we got 5 population, a trader, a stone crafter, a mason, animal caretaker, and a hunter. That means we're gonna need some new bedrooms. And we also have our first Fey Mood. Sarzi Usurarsa, our planter, has decided to go start working here at the Stonecrafter's workshop. She's got some borax and gypsum, and I think that's about all she's using. And as our first moody kobold, you deserve a fresh new name. You shall now be known as R2D2. And R2D2 has created Arsurzaka Surga, a borax crown. She offers it to the tooth stank. Of course, all craftsmanship is of the highest quality, and it is encrusted with cushion borax cabochons. On the item is an image of Kaniva in gypsum. I've no idea what that is, but that's really cool, and it's worth 2,000. Let's go. I think it's only appropriate we assign our first artifact to Shade the Bear Knife as basically a mark of their office. And because of that artifact that she has created, R2-D2 is now a legendary stonecutter. I'm sure she's gonna craft some really nice stuff for us in the future. Continuing with our mining a bit further down below, we're gonna set up some mechanics workshops down here. And this is gonna become the mechanics hold. Yeah, we might not have any guild members yet, but eventually, whenever we are ready, they'll be here. I'll definitely make sure that they start making some rock mechanisms for me. And the reason why I want mechanism is because we need some early traps, just so we can have some slight defenses out here. And maybe we can catch some rats or something like that is running around down here, just for meat. It's our second summer here now, and we haven't actually set up proper metalworking yet at all. We're definitely late on that, but I was kind of wanting to go deeper because, well, we found the first caverns and the second cavern so soon. I was hoping maybe we could find, I don't know, some magma as well. So let's maybe go a bit deeper then and see if we can get lucky. Speaking of lucky, we got some humans coming in here to trade with us. You're not sure, humans? We can trade. We're gonna have Bone Apple Tree trade with the merchants, and we're gonna ask for some pets for next year. And I see they do have some extinct animals like Androzarchus and Smilodon. We're gonna ask for them all, and then we're gonna see if we can actually afford any of them. And they will want drinks and cloth for next year. We'll see if we can set that up. Oh, we have actually found the next set of caverns and an unusual volcanic wall with gems. Very nice. Now there is that. For now, we're just gonna block this entrance to the mines, and we're gonna make one that's gonna fit us. In the meantime, let's trade with the humans, shall we? I guess we can buy the milk they brought. That also gives us barrels, and we'll buy some leather from them. And of course, we're gonna trade them all of our pond turtle amulets and crowns and such, and that should make them happy. Now, you might have noticed I also set up some cage traps here at the entrance if by any chance any animals show up and try to go inside. There's been some giant sparrows on the map for a while now, but they're not agitated, so they're just chilling around, and I guess that's fine. Oh, we have another Fey Moot. Earpole, our weaponsmith, has been possessed. Oh, there, my weaponsmith cannot claim a workshop right now because, well, we do not have a smithy anywhere set up. Well then, let's set up an area where he can have a workshop. Oh, we also have migrants arriving at the same time. That's always great to see. Up to 27 population now. And rejoice, rejoice, we got a bunch of Quetzalcoatlus growing up to full age, which means we need more nest boxes. Oh, and as soon as I build a metalsmith, he's going for it. And now he wants metal bars, which, well, I don't think we've got any. What a surprise. Eventually, we're gonna move these smelters and forges further down below when we find a lava. Apparently, we already had, or again had, a badger trying to attack our people. And our trader strangled the poor honey badger. You know what? You deserve a name for that. You shall now be forever known as Pims. Welcome to the squad, Pims. Hopefully we'll be able to put your combat skills in the future to good use when we actually have to defend this place properly. We made some charcoal. Now we're making coke down here, which means we can now also start smelting some ore. And hopefully when that is done, our weaponsmith is gonna have the metal blocks that he needs. And maybe some gold bars will do as well. Oh yeah, there he goes. Gold bars and limestone blocks, that's all he needed. And Earpole has created a gold flail called Anrazhasser. Of course, all craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is studded with gold and it is adorned with hanging rings of limestone. It looks pretty cool and it's worth a lot. And Earpole, since you made a gold weapon, I shall rename you. You shall be now known as Rex Goldtooth. And to celebrate this, we're gonna assign now a caravan tactician. Looks like Maro, our bone carver, is a novice leader, so he's got some skills in that. We shall name you Seymour Goldhoof, and you shall have that golden flail as a mark or a sign of your office. And along with that, we'll be able now to start our Kobold military slowly but surely, because we do need to protect ourselves. But first, we need to craft some iron bars and then make some armor and weapons for our kobolds. Maybe a set of 4 spears and 4 pieces of armor for everybody for now. No kobold settlement has ever been known for its military might. But if I were to build a proper kobold empire and carve out a safe homeland for my scalies, then a strong standing army was exactly what I had to aspire to create. Kobolds were not as tough as dwarves. They preferred trickery and subtlety to full-on brawls. But being mischievous can only get you so far when you have a fortress to protect and a continent to conquer. And our newly minted Karen tactician Seymour Goldhoof promised to lead the kobold armies to glory. So just below the fishery, I am mining out this small room, and this is where our army is gonna train. The main reason why we're doing it here is because, well, it's an easy entrance to just go down here, and if anybody comes in here and attacks us, we'll have the army to protect us. I also built a small lever over here that I'm gonna connect to this bridge right here. That's just gonna be a small extra safety. Looks like we are getting most of the armor and weapons in now. Oh, and just in time, we're getting some new migrants in, which means we'll be able to fill in the army slowly but surely. I think there were only 4 coming in, which means I guess we haven't really done enough trading to really attract many migrants. That's okay, for now we're just gonna dig them some new homes here, while I'm also working on this bigger project here that I'll explain in detail a bit later. In any case, now that we have properly set up barracks, let's build a squad. Seymour is of course gonna lead the Flames of Gold, and assign 3 more kobolds to his squad for now. And right now I'm just gonna get them on constant training. Now they will go and they're gonna pick up equipment like a spear, and then they're gonna begin training. And also gave my first initial fighters some proper names. So we have Fib the Jib, we got the Bob the Javelin, and we have Bag the Bad. Of course, all of these kobolds were named after my subscribers who submitted these names, so if you wanna be part of the next Dwarf Fortress or Rimworld Fortress or whatever, well, subscribe now. In the meantime, while we're working on that, our clothier was taken by a Fey Mood, but of course we do not have a workshop for clothiers, so we're gonna be mining that out over here. There we go, the first clothing shop is being built, and the Moody Dwarf is now gathering items after claiming this shop. Oh, and our clothier has created Upper Sakraso, a sheer pigtail sock. Amazing. Of course, all craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is made from pigtail cloth. The thread is slate gray with a mixture of dimple dye, red spinach leaf dye, and bilberry dye. I have no idea where we got the dyes, but we got dyes. This object is adorned with the hanging rings of pigtail and rock salt and menaces with spikes of pigtail. Well, you know what? We already assigned something to the Karen leader and to the Karen tactician. What if we gave something to Bone Apple Tree, our Karen voice as well? So you can have the sock. In the meantime, we also got a bunch of new fresh Quetzalcoatls. And since we do have a lot of grown-ups, I think I'm gonna turn some of the male ones into war Quetzalcoatls. I forgot to mention that clothier is now a legendary clothier because, well, he was taken by the Fey Mood. And since he is a legendary clothier now, you get a name, Spurt. Welcome to the squad. And I see my Quetzalcoatls are getting trained for war now. And the war ones, I'm gonna be assigning up here next to my warriors. So they can help out in war if need be. Oh, this giant rat somehow managed to make it inside? Military, go get it. I have no idea exactly where it managed to get in, but it did manage to get in. And now my kobolds are trying to chase it down. The freaking rat is oh no, it's no longer too fast for them. Looks like the furnace operator basically killed it with the iron pick when the army couldn't catch up to it. Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. And the question is, how the hell did it manage to get in? Oh, of course, it was probably here, because I've not fixed this hole yet, have I? Yeah, let's make sure that is filled in. I can go back to what I was doing over here. As you can see, we're building a channel. This is going to be a water channel for us. This is probably where my kobolds are going to drown at some point, but hopefully not too often. And we're gonna carve some gaps out here, so whenever we're gonna have a water flow, it's gonna be able to flow off the map over here, so we actually get an underground river. And to do that, we're gonna have to start tapping into our water supplies over here. Yeah, we might get slightly wet out here. not to worry. What we should worry about is merchants who are coming in from our hometowns. I already see that they brought giant spiders, they brought snakes. Oh, I like that. And next year they will actually want prepared meals and cut gems. That's something that we can definitely prepare for them. But for now, let's send a bone apple tree over there to go trade with them. They really did bring mostly snakes and spiders. You love to see it, but the spiders are, wow, extremely expensive. We do already have a male giant cave spider, so we only need to buy one female, to be honest. And they do have one. It's gonna cost us a lot though. These guys are gonna make a nice profit from us, but we're getting our snakes. Now that we do have all of our snakes, we're gonna build some snake pits and we're gonna put them in there. Now we bought quite a lot of snakes. Yeah, we have like 4 or 5 of each kind now. And for some reason, this peahen came up here and claimed this nest. In any case, we're getting helmet snakes. We're gonna be getting some black mambas. I did notice there's no such thing as rattlesnake eggs on the list, so I'm guessing rattlesnakes give birth to live snakes? I'm not sure. But also, we have a moody dwarf. Pumiz actually became moody, and he's crafting something over here with some orange wood logs, haircut tiger's eyes, and an iron bar. And he's created Serids Zitos Girsi Akas. What a name. An orange wood hatch cover. Oh, this could be really good because the artifact doors and covers and such cannot be destroyed. I like it. Of course, all of Craspel's ship is of the highest quality, and this object menaces with spikes of orange wood and iron, and there's an image on the item of bloated tubers in orange wood, and also Zora's cloud bolts, the kobold and kobolds in Tiger's Eye. And this artwork relates to the appointment of kobold Zoras to the position of winged voice of the Isle of Stones in 111. So basically, this is one of the ancestors from our homeland. I like it. I'm gonna put this nice hatch cover over here on the entrance to our fortress, and that should keep us quite nicely safe. By the way, in the meantime, we have dug out some of this aquifer, and as you can see, we got water streaming down here, and look how far it has already gotten. We're slowly but surely making an underground river here. Of course, this needs to get bigger, and so my kobolds are gonna continue digging. Having your very own nice underground river can be really useful. You can create power with it, or hopefully you can also use it for fishing. What I'm also gonna use it for is we're gonna build a well around here and a hospital near this barracks. We do not have a hospital yet, and I think having one could be really important. And also spring has arrived, which means that we've been around for 2 years. Although I guess taking 2 years to actually build or start building a hospital and build a well, I guess maybe that's not the best. It does look like the well is barely operational because the water is mostly at 3 or 2 out of 7, so we need a bit more, don't we? So I guess let's see if we can increase the flow even more. And speaking of increasing the flow, we got elven merchants coming in. I'm sure they're gonna be happy with all the trees we cut down. I guess we can try trading them some of our gems. Don't necessarily have anything they would want, but they probably have some of the more exotic animals. Well, they do have some giant animals, but nothing too special that I would really want to buy. So you know what? No trade for you, elves. There's nothing useful here. In any case, now that our hospital is built up, we need to assign somebody who's gonna be the Karen Fixer. And while Seymour Goldhoof and Bone Apple Trees got some skills in that, we're gonna go with Terlina. Those guys already have their own things to do, and Terlina has been renamed into Strobwork. And while I've been preparing this hospital, we got a couple of new migrants arriving in. Actually, I think this is the biggest wave so far. I think we got like 18? We're up to 52 population now. I'm gonna have to dig out a new warren for all these fresh new kobolds that are coming in, which is gonna end up being quite a big project since, well, we do need like 18 new bedrooms or something like that. Since we do have over 50 population now, that means we get more people that can work at the same time, which means these things are gonna get done fast. And extra people also means that I can assign more fighters to my squad. Now, if there weren't for a bunch of these giant Quetzalcoatlus over here, you can actually see the new kobolds sparring over here. You can see some of these have flails as weapons. Not sure how good these will be, but we'll use them in combat and then we'll figure it out. The next thing that I have to figure out is creating soap for my hospital, because that is the one thing that we do not really have. Well, besides some powder for casts, we'll work on that later. We also got this really happy notification where many babies have hatched, and you can see we got a lot more snakes around here than we had before. Not gonna lie, that is a lot of snakes and a lot of Quetzalcoatl's. Since we do have so many snakes, we're gonna slaughter some of them and we're gonna eat some of them. We're probably gonna have to do the same with these Quetzalcoatl's eventually, but not yet. I do see that our blacksmith has withdrawn from society though. Sarma is now trying to find the required materials. Now I think it's hauling a water buffalo, that might be like a bone? Or something like that, we'll see soon. Yeah, it was a bone and some copper bars as well, and cave spider silk cloth. We also have our first visitor. A hammerbold has visited us, Kuzu. Oh, that's really nice. We don't actually have an inn set up for visitors. That's something we might have to do eventually, but not yet. Also, our blacksmith is now working. Needed rubies as well. And Sarma has created a Sokol Modomulti Nortolzu, a copper bucket. It is actually worth 17,000, that's huge. Of course, our craftsable ship is of the highest quality. It's encircled with bands of water buffalo bone. The handle is made from cave spider silk, and it's adorned with hanging rings of copper. And an item is an image of 3 goblin caps in ruby. Well, seems beautiful. We're gonna have to start setting up some display cages and such so we can display these artifacts. Now, I did say we want to make soap. So to make soap, we first need to make ash here at the wood furnace. And then we're building an ashery over here, which is where we're gonna turn that ash into lye. We also have human merchants arriving, so we can trade with these guys again. At the same time I've been doing this, we had Ozer, our animal dissector, being elected as clan leader. I'm guessing this is because we have more than 50 population. For some reason that reset my nobles and I had to assign them, I guess because they need new rooms. The only problem is, if I assign Seymour Goldhoof again as our clan tactician, that unassigns him from leading the squad. When I assign him back here to the squad, it unassigns him from clan tactician. So that's a bit of a problem, but no worries, we're gonna have somebody else be clan tactician. Maybe Susrek, who is a novice tactician, could become one. Now, of course, the newly elected clan leader is gonna need a new name. She's gonna be known from now on forever as Lil Sheev, and she's gonna lead us to glory. And a new clan tactician became Tiny the Great. They only brought 1 Megacerops and 1 Paraceratherium, which is quite costly. A big boy. I was hoping they'd bring more animals, but I guess we'll take these. Oh, it is that time again, huh? Peppa Rat, our planter has been found dead, completely drained of blood. Well then, we got a vampire in our midst, don't we? And funnily enough, I think I know who it might be. Let me explain. So, when I was assigning new fighters over here, Jork, here, the last one on the list, when I was trying to rename Jork, when I clicked on the name, it showed a different name than the name they had over here. And when I renamed them, it was just Joe for a while. Now it's Jork. So very often when you get vampires in, they might actually have a different name. They hide their identity. So I'm thinking it could be Jork. Good combat skills. A lot of siblings, uncles, nieces, nephews. Look at this. Huge family, and Jork is 55 years old. Now if you look at our other people, most are like 14, 25, 21, 23. Yeah, these are all young. So what we really need now is a dungeon. For now, I think I'm just gonna dig out a small hole over here and I'm gonna imprison Jork in here. And while we're waiting for people to build us, we actually have new migrants arriving. That is always good to see. And while the new kobolds are streaming in, our clan leader, Lil Shiv, decided that we should be making picks. You know what? If you like picks, we can go with picks. That's fine. We got plenty of iron and, well, picks are always useful. But in any case, Jork has now been imprisoned. I like it this way. For now, you will stay here until such time as we can set up a justice system. In the meantime, we also got a bunch of new rattlesnakes. So they are giving birth. Just waiting for the big spiders now. Anyway, if we go back to our previous work, we now do have soap. So basically what we are missing here is powder for casts. And powder we can make at a kiln. So we're gonna build a couple here. And there you go. Over here we're now gonna be making plaster powder. And we have many more babies hatching, not hatchling, and I think it's a lot of these helmet snakes that we can now also eat. Yeah, there's a lot of snakes out here. We're gonna eat a couple of them, and then we're gonna allow the snake eggs to be used in the kitchen, so we can actually cook them. We also have more of our Quetzalcoatlus hatching, and truly there is there is really a lot of them now here. Once these hatchlings grow up, a lot of them are gonna be turned into war Quetzalcoatls. Now speaking of pets, I actually see we have a new giant cave spider. Would you look at that? We have given a birth to one. Let's go. One of the Hippotopterus that we bought has been found drowned? I paid good value for this. But at least maybe hopefully you can eat it now or something. In the meantime, we also buried the remains of Pepperat. That's his tomb. May he rest in pieces. We'll deal with you later, Jork. I have fully updated the squad, so now we have 10 people over here. We're still waiting for a couple of armor pieces to be crafted, but in any case, we have Swishbuck, Razor, and Ali Thorax who have joined. So now we have a full squad that's gonna train here constantly and be ready for any invasion that might come our way. Now that we are at war with many civilizations right now, I can only see this human civ, which is the Friendly Surprise civ, and they have like a couple of towers down here with lots of artifacts. Maybe eventually we're gonna go raid these. Maybe they're gonna have some necromancers and such over there. But otherwise, we are pretty friendly with like humans, kobolds, elves. We're nice people. The next thing that I'm gonna start working on is we need some proper bedrooms and offices for our nobles. I think that's what we're gonna set up. But first we have our diagnostician who has withdrawn from society and he's currently gathering some items. Looks like they got silver bars, rock salt blocks, willow logs, and some more blocks. And they're doing this at the metalsmith's forge. This could be interesting. What is also interesting is that we got more migrants arriving, which brings us up to 67 population. And the barricaded company, a craftsbolts guild, has been established, which we already set up over here before, but we're probably gonna have to improve it now. And our diagnostician has created Parit's hammer and Zigzklus, a silver table. Okay, that's actually cool. We can put that table into our new guild hall maybe. It is worth 6,000, so that's pretty good. Of course, all craftsable ship is of the highest quality. It is adorned with hanging rings of rock salt and menaces with spiders with spikes of silver, willow, and rock salt. Terribly hard to pronounce though. Yes, this table alone instantly makes this a guild hall. And we're gonna make it even prettier, of course. Especially if I tell them to start engraving these walls. They like engraved walls, very much so. And yes, I know I said that we're gonna be working on some noble stuff. We're gonna get to that. Also, apparently we have black mambas fighting each other. Maybe there's too many of them. I mean, yeah, there truly is quite a lot of them. Maybe we're gonna eat a couple, just to tone down the population a bit. But also, we got a ton of new Quetzalcoatls that have grown up, and we're gonna make them all war Quetzalcoatls. Look at how many of them we're gonna have now. I hope they're actually useful in combat. I have no idea. I do need to increase the size of this Quetzalcoatl pen, because there's just so many of them. They're all just flying around. I can't even see my soldiers training here. Now we just really need to test them in combat and see how well they actually do against enemies. I mean, they're completely new creatures. Who knows how well they can operate in combat. Right, I did promise we're gonna do something for our nobles. Let's go dig up rooms for Little Chief, our clan leader. We're gonna need study, quarters, dining room, and a tomb. Something this size. Sounds pretty good. Looks pretty good. And I do see that winter has arrived, which means we're gonna be getting some traders, hopefully very, very soon. And once this whole thing is built, it's gonna be looking really, really pretty. We're gonna, of course, smooth the walls, engrave the walls, do all the good stuff. Even though it doesn't really need these quarters and dining room and all that to be too precious and too awesome, we're still gonna make them really, really pretty. And as we are building this beautiful place, there we go, we got the caravan incoming. Hopefully you guys are bringing all the good animals that I wanted from you. Yeah, they definitely brought a lot of animals. I'm pretty sure these guys were also asking that they will pay extra for food. And we do have some, like, look at this, black mamba stew. It's worth 2,000. You know what? I'm gonna bring a couple of these for trade, and then we'll see if we're actually gonna trade them. We do have a lot of, well, extra garbage that we can trade anyway. We are ready to become noble. Yes. We will accept this. Our village is big enough, and this is gonna be now official land of the realm, and we can now elevate somebody to a warren. The best thing we can do is elevate somebody that doesn't really have any item preferences, so doesn't make us build and craft and make things that we don't necessarily want to make. And Issy now became the overseer of Deathmarsh, and her new official name to go with her official title is Not a Skaven in Costume, which means, of course, we're gonna have to build basically the same thing we're making for our clan leader. We're gonna have to build for her as well. But first, we finish this set. And these guys did really bring all the cave spiders over here. Let's see how many we can actually afford. 7 cave spiders, 35,000. That is a lot. Since I'm taking some gooses and ganders and such as well, maybe we're not gonna take all the spiders. We're just gonna take the female ones. In the end, we're gonna make them a lot of profit. But then again, we're gonna be getting a lot out of this as well. Now while we're trading, a Brightflint Ukimduk actually got possessed and claimed a gem worker's workshop. And he's grabbing all kinds of stuff from gems to wood, leather, and some bones as well. Oh, and we just got a notification that the hillocks of Shovelblot has been found at a day's travel to the south and incorporated into our holdings. Oh, it's right here. It's a bit out of the swamps, so that's probably a good idea. But now we actually have those hillocks linked to us. And Brightflint Ukimduk has created Rur Dars, a pink jade animal trap. Oh, this is actually kind of cool, very useful. Of course, all craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It's decorated with orange wood and encircled with bands of rectangular pink jade cabochons. This object is adorned with hanging rings of water buffalo bone and menaces with spikes of pink jade. And there's an image of a squid man in pink jade and of squash wine in donkey leather. We can probably use that cage somewhere to trap an animal of some kind. Maybe I finally decide to breach the caverns over here and we can use it there. But I was also thinking about adding an alternative entrance past all these war Quetzalcoatl's that would then enter to our fortress over here, where if anybody comes this way, we can maybe shoot them from this side. But that's not really a project we're going to be working on quite yet. Right now, what we're going to be working on is we're going to dig out a couple of bigger rooms, and these rooms over here, they're going to be for our nobility right next to this one. We're also going to be mining this section out, and this is going to be for more animals. Like, we're gonna bring, of course, the big spiders in here, but then we have the gooses and ganders and such in these various ones. Oh yeah, here they come. Here come the big spiders, let's go. Oh well, we have our first monster. A weird squirrel captain, Zolag Slazdang, has arrived. Oh, he got caged. Like, it got caged instantly. Wow, this is the first we noticed it, huh? And but now he has already transformed back into a normal dwarf. Since it wouldn't be safe to just release them back into nature, I'm gonna build them a small cage up here, I think. And while this is being built, we're actually finally slaughtering some of our Quetzalcoatl's because more of them grew up and we have about 1 million of them now. As you can see, about 1 million. Some we're still training into war Quetzalcoatl's, which we have an army now, but the rest we're gonna be eating. Also, while all that has been happening, I have actually finished Not a Skaven's bedrooms over here. So Not Escaping Custom is now happy with their stuff. So our main leader is happy. We're gonna of course do the same for all the rest here. As for our dead Quetzalcoatlus, we're already making masterpieces out of their bones. Oh, somebody's taking the dwarf from the cage. That's good. And we threw them in the pit, but he managed to escape out. He was too good at climbing. Well, you better never return, buddy. Apparently there's also an elf diplomat that just showed up. They're not happy with my stuff. They didn't bring a caravan, just a diplomat. I couldn't even tell them that, hey, maybe we're just gonna chop down like a couple of trees. He's like, no trees to be chopped. Not sure if I like that. So, well, that failed quite spectacularly. Let's continue working on our bedrooms then. Oh, but now there's an elven caravan. So they came with a bit of a delay, and the Scaly Hall of Farmers Guild has been established. I wasn't aware we had that many farmers. Okay, we're gonna trade with elves now. Let's actually see if they even have anything that I would want to trade for. Oh, they do have a Smilodon. Okay, maybe I would want to buy a Smilodon, to be honest. We're just gonna bring our gems. We're gonna trade some of the gems for that Smilodon. Also, the farmers want a guild hall. I'll give them that for sure. That Smilodon is actually not even expensive. Thank you for your trade, my friends. Look at that beautiful Smilodon. It's so nice. Oh, it's so big. It's so glorious. We're not gonna train it for war, but I'm gonna allow it to be somebody's pet if they want it as a pet. I mean, who wouldn't want a pet Smilodon? Am I right? I've been building this farmers guild over here, and I just noticed that we got a blacksmith who has withdrawn from society. Cass is just going and picking up items right now. And he dried blocks. That doesn't seem too special. And gypsum. He's also got some silver, so maybe it's gonna be special. What is also special is that we have migrants arriving. That leather worker was right next to the giant sparrow. Be careful. Oh, there seems to be quite a lot of them coming in here. That's pretty nice to see. Looks like we're up to 86 population. Yeah, we definitely do not have enough bedrooms in our warrens for everybody. Especially since a lot of these haven't even been properly completed yet. We'll fix it. Just need to fix all of these special bedrooms first. And our blacksmith has created Anragleta Axoigrne, a silver statue of Iwo 40. That's an amazing statue, a value of 11,000. This is something we can put into one of our guild halls and it's instantly going to be amazing. But basically there's an image of Iwo 40, the elf, and Uker Streamstring, the boyish, the swamp titan. And basically Uker is striking Iwo 40. And the artwork relates to the killing of Elf Iwo 40 by the Swamp Titan Uker. That's gonna fit perfectly in here once this is completed. I have now assigned all the bedrooms to my nobles, and only Lil Shiv is still complaining because we don't have all the chests, cabinets, and armor racks in here yet. They're coming, so once these are done, it's gonna be fine. But otherwise, all the nobles are satisfied. And I see out of our Quetzalcoatlus, look at that, we are making masterpieces. Kidney roasts. That sounds pretty delicious. Of course, we have culled the population, but there's still enough that, well, eventually we're gonna be able to eat fine for quite a while. And yes, we have way too much food stored. 5,000. We can probably trade some of those food away eventually, as long as there's something worth trading for, of course. I also wanted to show you that we have prepared these new areas now, and the birds that we got are coming in here. So we got guinea cocks and guinea hens here. There's turkey hens and turkey gobblers there. There's gonna be peacocks and peahens of the blue variety, and then geese and gander in this one. So probably lots of eggs for us in the future. And lots of eggs mean lots of food variety. While we're working on all these new and fresh bedrooms, I'll start mining something else. And that is this extra pit right next to my giant spiders. And there's a very simple reason why we're gonna do this. I'm gonna try to see if we can throw some goblins and something like that into this pit, and then have my giant spiders shoot webs at them. Is it gonna work? I don't know, but we'll figure it out. And while I've been working on that, a human diplomat has arrived, and also a human caravan with big wagons. Let's go. We're gonna have Bone Apple Tree trade with these guys. I want to see if they have any animals. I don't think they do. No, they only have a yak bull. That doesn't really help me at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just buy their cloth that they're bringing, and that's gonna be about it. While we were trading here, I also imprisoned one of our war Quetzalcoatlus up here on the roof, where he's got quite a good view of the surrounding area. The main reason for that is it's gonna be like an early system to tell us, hey, there's enemies incoming. And well, good thing that we do have that early warning system, because a warship child Dasar Nakugam has arrived. A large ship twisted into humanoid form. I hope this Fisher Bolt flies in. Did not fly in, did you? Did manage to escape into the corner, so that's good. What is not good is this thing has actually managed to get inside, and it's fighting, I think, Shade Bear Knife military. You might want to go and attack, although this one stair is gonna be tough. It's dead, but Shade Bear Knife is injured, which means that Shade Bear Knife has been bitten, attacked, ripped apart. Shade Bear Knife has to go to hospital, seriously injured. It means that it's now infected by the warship curse as well. We're gonna have to log them in somewhere once Shade Bear Knife is healed, because it's too dangerous for them to remain part of this colony. And we cannot have them be exiled, because they might eventually return and spread the curse again. I mean, just look at the wounds on Shade Bear Knife. Everything is being cut open and torn open. This is not gonna end well for you. What is ending well, though, is that we have migrants arriving. Not that we have built bedrooms from the previous ones either, but hey, welcome to the squad, friends. Ignore the corpses and the blood on the stairs. Nothing untoward happened. Now, Shade Bear Knife is up and running again, and yeah, she went to socialize right now. I told you to go into your own barrow, so I hope you're gonna respect that right about now, Shade Bear Knife. Or she'd prefer to lead growing demonstration. This is not the time, nor the place. Go! I fear that at this point, full moon is gonna come before Shade Bear Knives make it down there, which means we're gonna have to get some drastic measures out here. Drastic spears and work with Aquatls. Also, we do need to have somebody else become our new stockkeeper. And we do have a clerk, so you know what? Zoc, you can be the new one. Or shall we say, Gregory the Spark has become our new record keeper. And of course, this office is gonna be assigned to Gregory the Spark. As for Shade Bear Knife, Shade Bear Knife is constantly trying to store an item in a bin. And since she can't move, that is becoming a problem, and it's spamming a lot of issues. In a second, Shade Bear Knife has been struck down now because full moon. I couldn't even see it. It happened in like a millisecond. But yeah, I guess the army unfortunately had to deal with them. I did notice that Shade Bear Knife managed to bite our Smilodon in the tail and tried to strike some of our spear bolts, but most of the attacks were blocked or dodged. Shade Bear Knife also managed to bite one of the dogs. How did everybody just show up here now? Oh, and he actually managed to bite a woodcutter. Why is everybody's here? Everybody came here for this fight, which means that our one starting woodcutter that we had since the start has now also been bitten, and thusly is now also infected. The dog died as well. I did notice that Ultz wasn't actually our starting woodcutter, so I guess there's some good in that. But after these wounds have been patched up, we're gonna try to make him go into a cage now. I'm gonna try something different. I assigned him to a empty squad. I'm gonna try to manually move them down here. Oh, he's going. Now he is going. He's not really going exactly where I told him to go, but he's got time. Never mind. He decided to probably go eat, would I assume? Ultz is captured in here. I'm gonna disband his squad now. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to do it, but Ultz is gonna be expelled. So now Ultz is no longer part of our squad and yet is captured in here. So in a couple of days, when there's gonna be a full moon, it's definitely gonna transform. And I wanna see if all of these giant spiders are gonna start spamming webs at them at that point. Oh, there you go. Transform to were-sheep, and he webs fly. Alas, that didn't quite work, and well, Ultz is down here now and is gonna remain down here forever. In the meantime, we have also buried the remains of Shade Bear Knife. Unfortunately, that's how Shade Bear went. But at least my military got some training out of that. the next project that I want to work on is set up some temples, which is definitely long overdue. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna do it below the warrens and over here. Also, apparently we have migrants arriving. Always good to see new people, and this should bring us over 100 population in no time. Yeah, there we go. And at the same time as doing that, I also set up a production for more helmets, shields, and all that, basically armor, because I do want to set up a new squad. And looks like the migrants brought in enough people, so now we have the Amethyst Guild established, a Metalsmiths Guild, which we already did establish over here in the past. Ah, yes. And now we have another weresheep. A Kadol Thebar has come. Large ship twisted into humanoid form. It is out here. Do we have anybody running out here? Well, I'm not sure. But clearly my Quetzalcoatl did his job. Oh no, there's a bunch of people out here. Yeah, that's slightly unfortunate. These guys are all gonna die. But the military is coming, and hopefully the military is gonna... Yeah, the military did kill that guy. And last, now we have 3 injured citizens, which means they're all gonna be turning into weresheep in no time. There's a good chance they might die to their injuries. Yeah, one of them already did. Ozark the Stonecutter. And to add to all these shenanigans, we also have Brorno, our leatherworker, who has been possessed. And he has claimed this leatherworking workshop. As for my 2 remaining injured kobolds, they are being treated in the hospital right now. It looks like we might get lucky. I managed to capture the 2 injured kobolds in here, and we're gonna build this reinforced wall, so they're just gonna stay in here. All we're gonna hear is screams from the walls. Hopefully in time before the next full moon. And in the meantime, Prorno, our leatherworker, has created Kura Suter, a freely Quetzalcoatl's leather left glove. Just 1 glove, you know, not 2, just 1. It is worth 7,000, and of course all craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It's decorated with high wood and encircled with bands of rose-cut citrines. It's adorned with hanging rings of Quetzalcoatl's leather, cave spider silk, bloodstone, sheep wool, and praise, and menaces with spikes of Quetzalcoatl's bone. Well, we're gonna put it out here into our new guild hall, and the guild hall agreement has already been satisfied anyway. We also buried the deceased Ozark, who has died to that werebeast. It's down here now. We're gonna have a couple more burial places here. And we did manage to capture these 2 guys in here. So for now, crisis should be averted. It's gonna be full moon soon. I wanna see what happens here. I wonder if they're gonna fight each other or not. Just one of them transformed? That's strange, because the other one was injured as well, but I guess it wasn't injured enough? It didn't break the skin? Well, at least we did get the confirmation that yes, they're gonna be fighting each other. We're gonna crack open in here. We're gonna bury poor Karas, who has been buried down here, so that is good to see. And Dee has been entombed in here once again. I don't necessarily want to send Dee away because he's got a spouse over here. She's just chilling here in the Farmers Guild right now, which is where apparently we have a bunch of rotten cheese. Well, that's unfortunate. Must be quite the smells out here. Yeah, we have a bunch more rotten stuff here as well. Now we're here. As I previously intended, we are mining out nice sections where we're going to be building our temples. Now, how many temples we're going to have to build, I don't know yet, but we'll build as many as possible for all of our people. Also, Rawl has been appointed to the position of Apprentice Schemer of the Isle of Stones. Interesting. We can have a lead apprentice, which apparently would then replace Warren, if not escaping in costume, would die, but apparently we also have an apprentice schemer, which is now Rawl. What exactly an apprentice schemer does? Don't ask me. Right now is just watching or socializing. But for being a special kobold, you deserve a new name. Capfrack, welcome to the squad. I was also looking at not escaping in costume to see if they might have some sons or daughters or anything like that. Doesn't look like it, but they do have Sauce the Armorer as a close friend. So I'm gonna assign Sauce the Armorer as the lead apprentice. And she's gonna be renamed as well. She's now known as Yip Yip. And she's gonna want a bit better quarters, that's all. So we're gonna set that up over here somewhere next to all these other noble bedrooms. And while we're working on that, the kobold caravans have arrived, so that's good to see. All I'm gonna buy from these guys is a couple of ducks and a couple of piggies and all of their extra cloth. And with the trade done, we can now go back to building our temples, which is something I began over here. And we're gonna do the same thing down just below us. And now the first of its kind has arrived, the forgotten beast Basenzuglar, a huge one-eyed flea. It's got large mandibles, it's got a bloated body, its exoskeleton is waxy, and it's got deadly dust, which is actually one of the more dangerous attacks it can have. It is down here in the caves though, to which right now we should not have proper access. So I was just thinking where I could actually build an entrance down there. So I think maybe I won't quite yet. I wonder if people would be afraid of so many giant cave spiders that we have. I think eventually we're gonna move them somewhere else where they're gonna be more dangerous. As for the animals that I have bought, we got piggies over here and we got ducks over there. And apparently we are milking one of the piggies. Now, as for my temple district, we got some nice, neat new temples here now. We're gonna make sure that the walls are all nice and engraved. I just realized I made a slight mistake. You see there's an elk bird here. There's a couple of elk birds here. I went to mine bituminous coal, but accidentally we breached the caverns here. This is not good. This is how you get that forgotten beast in. I'm bringing my military here, and now some of my dwarves are already running out there trying to grab stuff. Hoary bush leaves, worth it. Now, do you see one of my kobolds is going for a swim for some reason? That's probably not a good idea. Also, these elk birds are not trying to hurt us, so for now we're gonna just let them be. Although apparently they're fighting my helmet snakes. You know what? You do that if you want to. While working on that, we also have elves arriving, traders. We're gonna go check if they have anything, but probably they won't unless they have some animals for us. Dogs are hunting down the poor elk birds now. The dogs might die in the process. Oh yeah, this one is injured. But the elk bird did die. Fine, I'm bringing the military down so the dog doesn't die. Wait, never mind. Dog killed all of them here. I guess I'm not bringing the military around. Anyway, going back to the elven traders, they do have an Archaeopteryx, so I'm actually gonna buy that one. And that's gonna be all. Now this area, where we now dug out into the caves, I guess that's gonna be our cavern entrance, I'm gonna turn into new barracks. Which means we're gonna create a new squad. And that one's gonna be led by our clan tactician, Tiny the Great. The squad's gonna be known as Zigridasis, the Cold Swords. And now they're gonna start picking up equipment. I also see one of my work with Aquatos have managed to murder an elk bird. That works great. That works exactly as I wanted to. Anyway, my new squad members are coming in here. Of course, the whole squad has also been renamed. So now we have Tank, Nimamga Fifth, Red, Steve, Jackal Sparrow, Gov, Kokobold, Andrei Koimaski and Lou Bega. These guys are gonna be our protectors of the caverns. And they better train hard because, yeah, we're gonna need protection from this side very soon probably. Now we can finally go back to working on the temples as I wanted. Now there's not that many deities actually, so we're just gonna go with the ones that have the most worshippers. Which means the first one's gonna be Azrael for darkness and the night. The second one's gonna be Sirius to healing. Then we're gonna have Sans so we can worship day. And the last one right now is gonna be Shashri Brave and Cherish. So we can cherish the happiness he brings. And the happiness brought some more migrants as well. Which means we are back over 100 population and well over it seems. I'm gonna build more temples on the floor just below these ones. And the temples down here are being engraved as well, of course. At the same time, apparently Alan has given birth to kobold hatchlings. Oh my god, these are our first hatchlings. There's 3 of them. I had no idea they can have clutches this big. That's amazing. We had no kids until now. These are the first ones. Quickly, let's make some toys for them. Now for these temples, we're gonna go one for the Diamonds of Oblivion, where we can worship luck, gambling, games, suicide, and death. What a good combo. Then we're gonna be worshiping Sarsi, the deity of mists and caverns, and Dilo, the deity of family and marriage. And last but not least, it's gonna be the Turkus Doctrine, which is a worship of Sasarko Spark Earths for volcanoes and earth. We only have 2 worshippers, but it is what it is. Now for the smaller deities, we're gonna build a couple of smaller temples, I think. We do have a possession. Stray, the gem cutter, has been possessed. And apparently they cannot find the needed item. I'm thinking he's just missing gems. I think we have no rough gems right now. I'm sure we can find some more as we're mining down here. Well, actually no, we're finding everything else but gems right now. I'm gonna tell my miners to quickly breach the caverns and go grab some gems over here. There he goes. He got some rough gems now. And that was all he needed, huh? And Stray has created Tassel Casser, a Versite bracelet. Very nice. It's only worth 1800, so it's not that much, but of course all crossbow ship is of the highest quality. There's an image of kobolds on it, and they are traveling. And the artwork relates to the foundation of Deathmarsh by Toothstink of the Isle of Stones in the early spring of 184. So basically, this is our creation, our legend, if you will. I'm actually gonna assign that to our lead apprentice, Yip Yip, as a sign of their office. In the meantime, a bunch of humans arrived, and I see they actually brought a female Smilodon, exactly what we need, because we do have a male one. They also have Gerathoraxes, so we're gonna buy those as well. And Androzarchuses. We're gonna make them a lot of profit. Now for the animals that we just bought, I am mining further down here, and we're gonna, just below the pigs and the hens and all that, we're gonna have them reproduce here. Also, we got yet another forgotten beast. Astrog has arrived. Enormous scaly nematode. No idea what that is. Well, it's got deadly blood. We'll see how that one's gonna survive. It's large and is beautiful, and it's in our caverns. And I'm guessing it's gonna try to attack us as soon as possible. Oh yeah. Here it comes. It's going inside and, well, just dead. Everybody fought it. I think Fib the Jib killed it because he tore the muscle in its brain with his spear. Yep, Fib did kill that thing, the Forgotten Beast, and because of that, he bestowed the name Slava Srera upon his iron spear. As for the beast, only a couple of bones remained. And since we did so well, what I'm gonna do is start mining some more chalk that we have in these walls over here. And I'm gonna welcome the new migrants that are coming in, as we went up to 125 pop now. And with the chalk we gonna get, I'm gonna start making some pig iron bars. Now we can go back to our smaller temples, which I'm continuing to build over here. Actually, no, we cannot, because a wild force of darkness has arrived, army commanded by the goblin Tirla Budedlake, a competent commander. They have mounted goblin pikemen. Well, these guys definitely caught us unawares, huh? I don't actually see any of their mounted pikemen though. They all seem to be on foot. So I'm gonna assign everybody to a burrow further down. And for now, we're gonna log this, and then we'll see what these invaders do. Now, the humans are still around, so my guess is that they're gonna fight each other first. The goblins are coming for them. Oh yeah, there's the fight is going on. I don't think the humans can win this because there's definitely a lot more goblins, and a human already drowned here. But I do see that there is less invaders than there were before, which means that humans did kill some of them. We also managed to capture a couple of goblins. Oh, but I also noticed that one of our fisher bolts got stuck outside. Not to worry, because we're gonna be bringing the army outside now. And here they go. Tiny the Great up front. I see Goff is leading the charge and using his flail to kill them. Oh, there's some of the goblin pikemen, and they are flying on the giant cave swallows. That's why I couldn't see them. They are up in the air and overcome by terror. We're gonna try to catch those that are still around, if there is any left to be caught. There's one dude running around still. It's pretty good at dodging, but no, that didn't last long. Unfortunately, Goff did get seriously injured in the process, and the rest of the invaders are up in the sky where we cannot possibly reach them right now. Hopefully they do the smart thing and they're gonna run away. As for Goff, Zur Saprashatsi is coming to save him. And we did get Goff inside on time, so that's great. R2D2 recovered Andrei Koimaski as well. Looks like Andrei got injured as well. At this point we are really missing actually having somebody with bows, because we cannot actually scare off those invaders that are up there. I'll be a bit late to start making some iron crossbows, so I'm gonna try doing something else. We'll see how successful this is gonna be. Basically, I'm gonna make a giant pen pasture. I'm gonna assign all my work with Aquatls in it. These guys can fly, I hope. And once they are brought outside, hopefully they're gonna fly up there and, well, kill the invaders. Well, let's see. The first ones are coming out here. One of them is going up here. There's a couple just running around. Fly, Quetzalcoatlus. Fly. Go get the pikemen. Actually, you know what? Bring the giant cave spiders here as well. We have a million of them. Maybe they can spew webs up to those invaders and hit them with that. That could work. This is really gonna turn into a proper zoo, isn't it? Ah, there comes the first spiders. We'll see if these are gonna work a bit better. I cannot imagine anybody would want to invade Oh, these spiders and giant flying beasties. While we're waiting for the invaders to go away or die, we have another moody dwarf. Zirm, the carpenter, has been taken by Feymood. Right now, she's just gathering the resources, bringing some bones down here and such. And apparently, the moody dwarf cannot find logs and bones. He's missing rough gems probably. We can definitely fix that easily. Well, we also found a giant bat out here, but one of my miners managed to smack the bat with his iron pick and destroyed it. Well done, Zazri. Well done. I knew I should have made you a miner. And from now on, you shall be known as Cleed. Also, my moody dwarf has got all the stuff he needed, so yeah, he got brown jaspers. That's the spirit. And Zirm has created a Shozerasip Vakri Scarab, a macadamia wood casket. Well, I guess he's thinking that somebody's gonna be dying soon. Of course, all crossbow ship is of the highest quality, and it's got an image of Nemo Swallow Ivy, the elf, and Uker Streamstring, the boyish the Swamp Titan in Elk Birdbone. We already had the boyish the Swamp Titan at some point, but basically it's another slaying that the boyish has achieved in 172, so like 12 years before this fortress has been founded. It doesn't look like we're gonna be able to scare off these invaders with just animals. So I've been working on some leather armor, and we're making some bolts and such. I also wanted to show you that I have brought down the Smilodons and the Androzarchuses and the weird Garthorixes down here who have penis heads, and hopefully eventually we're gonna see these guys reproduce as well. Also, over here behind the temples, I'm building some new bedrooms, and they fit in nicely and perfectly. And my work on the bedrooms has been interrupted by the forgotten beast Shast Rausruda, enormous eyeless sauropod. It has 3 narrow tails and undulates rhythmically. Its russet scales are large and set far apart. Beware its webs. Webs are bad. I don't like webs. It is deep in the waters though, so we'll see if it can actually make it towards us, or if it's gonna find the other forgotten beast that is already down there and is gonna fight it. We got a giant mosquito coming in that's been agitated, and the Warkataukathals have managed to kill it. Although 2 of them got seriously injured in the process. That thing is gone and dead. Well, looks like a giant cave spider also killed a rattlesnake here. That's good. We got a bunch of giant cave spider silk here now, which we could definitely go and grab. That would be really, really useful. And now we have more agitated animals coming in. A bunch of giant thrips. Hopefully they go after invaders. No, they're going after my Kotakuathals. That does it. It's time we set up our Mark's Bolts. And the squad is going to be named Yerd Selik, the Veiled Bolts. And it's going to be led by Eddie Nine Knives. Although for some reason, some of them are preferring iron picks over picking up iron crossbows. It seems like an interesting choice. I updated their equipment, so hopefully they're gonna go and pick up the correct stuff this time around. It takes a bit, but it looks like they're gonna figure it out. And I see my Kotakuathals are killing more of these agitated giant thrips. So it looks like this defense is definitely working, even though the animals are hurting. Hopefully now these guys are gonna figure it out and start properly training. And once they're a bit better at actually shooting, we're gonna tell them to go shoot the invaders. Oh, we also have not a Skaven in costume who has been possessed. He's gonna be working in something over here at this metalsmith's forge. I mean, he's already a high master blacksmith, so hopefully he makes something really cool. Or she, I should say. She's got gold bars, sheep wool cloth, limonite, gypsum, rock salt blocks, sheep wool cloth, and some more rock salt blocks. It's quite a lot of stuff. Hopefully it's good. And our Skaven has created Ikrasiksa Aln Shige, a gold door. Truly amazing, thank you. The value of it is 18,000, that is huge, and of course our crossbow ship is of the highest quality. It's got some all rock salt cabochons, it's decorated with sheep wool and encircled with bands of rock salt cabochons, and it's adorned with hanging rings of limonite and gypsum and menaces with spikes of gold and sheep wool. And there's an image of a square in sheep wool. Wow, a square image, amazing, on a square door, truly magnificent. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put this door over here, because that eventually, I hope, is going to become the proper entrance to our fortress. So if you can close that, nobody should be able to break it down easily. At least that's the plan, of course. I promised to explain why I'm trying to build a Jurassic Park instead of a fortress. You see, Dwarf Fortress just recently received a dino update, which brought 100 extinct animals into the game, a huge boost to wildlife variety not seen in a decade. So naturally, I want to bring in as many different ones as possible and train them in combat so we can figure out which ones are the greatest war beasts. Besides, kobolds are scalies as well, basically half dinosaurs themselves, so it's only appropriate they tame their distant cousins and make the fortress as colorful as possible. But of course, to tame them all, I had to go to war. Well, we're not going to war just yet, but since the elves asked me to only chop down 5 trees in a year, a promise which of course I'm gonna break, we're gonna be at war with them soon. Of course, elves got the coolest animals available, so once we are at war with them, we're gonna be raiding them and we're gonna stealing those animals. But yeah, first let's commit some war crimes upon these trees. I see my war Kokoplays are going to war. They just killed a honey badger. You know what, since we still have a bunch of these invaders just flying around, I'm gonna bring my Marks dwarves out here. I'm bringing the melee dudes as well, so if these guys fly down, these guys can stab them. And hopefully I can convince my dudes to shoot up here. They're just flying so far away we can't even reach them. They're trying to chase them. Now apparently we're fighting cave crocodiles now, so we managed to do that down here. I had to pull away my Marks dwarves. They just couldn't reach anything, so no point in them being up there. So we're going back to training over here. Now in the meantime, I'm continue building all these bedrooms in the temple district that we're gonna be turning into real beautiful places with engravings and everything. My giant cave spiders are fighting giant therps again. In the water, are you gonna drown? Yeah, I think that one drowned. Unfortunate for them. Oh, we lost 3 apparently. Well, we definitely have a lot of giant cave spider silk though to pick up if we ever want to do that. And more silk. We just killed a agitated Tiktaalik. So since we couldn't quite reach the invaders, I decided to start making some bolt thrower parts. We're gonna build some bolt throwers. I'm gonna welcome in some migrants. Hopefully these guys don't get instantly, attacked by goblins. Although, it looks like the goblins are gone. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. We just have the beasts way down below, and there's like one agitated rattlesnake. I guess all we needed was just time. But then again, we now have a forgotten beast, Ngopax, who has arrived. Enormous Dimetrodon with lidless eyes. It has a fat, bulging trunk and squirms and fidgets. Its bell toupee scales are jagged and set far apart. Beware its deadly spittle. It looks like it's in the deep caves and already disappeared from our view. We now also have agitated white storks. We're getting destroyed by our Kokoplays and cave spiders. And of course, we're getting more giant cave spiders. Oh, we have Saris giving birth to a girl, so we have a new hatchling. That is our 4th one. You'll love to see it. I'm also increasing the size of our inn, which was, well, let's be real, pretty inadequate so far. We're bringing in new tables and chairs, and we're gonna be removing these old crappy ones so we can engrave them proper and do all that kind of stuff. I also wanted to tell you that it's now early spring of 189, which means we've been here for 5 years now. And to celebrate that, I'm gonna be mining in here next to all of our various temples, and we're gonna build a small library. And speaking of temples, I never actually made these places temples, so let's fill these out as well. We're missing 1 temple. We're gonna probably build 1 general temple eventually as well, and of course the one that we're missing, and we might get some new ones from new people that come in here, you know, worshipping different deities. Also, that Elven diplomat has now arrived. We'll see how happy he's gonna be about all the trees we chopped down. He's again asking, we only chopped down 5 trees. Sure. These guys don't seem to mind that we already chopped down a couple of trees. Although apparently the overall trade sentiments are tenuous at best right now. Also, one of our Garathorixes giving birth to hatchlings. And we got some Androsarchuses and Smaldons as well. Oh yeah, that is beautiful, exactly as I wanted. Oh, there's another warship. Spearman this time around. He's all the way out here. Oh my god, it got mobbed by all the Quetzalcoatls and spiders. Look at this. That was beautiful. Oh, and at the same time we got a Cyclops arriving. This one is coming from the other direction. It's probably going after the elves. Oh, no, never mind. My army got there first. Looks like Seymour Goldhoof, our tactician, has got the kill on that Cyclops. Let's go. Looks like this warship guy started to go crazy. Yeah, everybody was canceling all the orders over here. So I brought down my archers and they took care of it. Now with that done, let's go trade with the elves, and it looks like they only brought logs. So you know what? I'll buy your crappy logs. We are getting some more migrants in. That's always great to see. Not really happy seeing all these dead bodies though as they come in. And that brings us up to 139 population. And we also have Dra, the miner who has drawn from society. And it's currently gathering some logs. Also, our hatchlings have grown to children now. And Dra has created the Nace Archer. Churd Great. He offers it to the Toothstank. It's worth 6,700, and there's an image on it of forgotten beasts in Tower Cap. On the item is an image of Fight Echoes, the incinerated waste, the copper bucket in giant mole bone. I don't know which bucket that is. Did we make a bucket? I think we actually made a bucket, so that's actually kind of cool. Also, by the way, we're bringing our captured nasties, throwing them in here. I wanted to see if we can get these spiders spewing webs at them. It does not look like to be the case. We also threw a troll in there, and oh, now we did get some of that going. Look at that, we're getting some webs, and the mace man actually killed the troll. He actually killed 2 trolls. So we're gonna bring the ranger squad over here, and the rangers can have a bit of a practice versus this this goblin that's in here. And I guess that's all the fun we're gonna have. We're gonna open this, we're gonna pick this scrap out, and we're gonna throw these bodies away. In the meantime, we did, by the way, finish the library down here, and we have Asser reading the Humans in Theory right now. So we have a couple of scrolls. I think we have like 3 in total. And we did assign a scholar called Definitely a Dragon. Also decided to clean up a bit. We're gonna throw these corpses that are up on the ground. We're gonna throw them away as well. We don't want any new migrant coming in here and just seeing bodies lying all around, now do we? And speaking of migrants, we actually have human traders arriving. Unfortunately, the humans did not bring any interesting animals. We'll buy the Megatherium though, and we'll buy their cloth and leather. And also, this meditations on the mountain halls. Would you look at that? The Shiv has been taken by Fey Mood, just as we were working on more bedrooms down at the lower temples. Looks like Lil Shiv took over this clothier shop, so hopefully we're gonna get some nice clothing out of this. Unless Shiv has created a rope reed sandal called Sarsiulu. Of course, why wouldn't you just make one sandal? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's got an image of circles in gypsum. And there's an image of Akas Sea-Watch the Kobold in Tower Cap. I don't know exactly who Akas is, but good for you. But now we have another forgotten beast arriving, Lurngu. A great ceratopsid with lidless eyes. It's got knobby trunk and it undulates rhythmically. Its fuchsia scales are blocky and close set, and beware its deadly spittle. It's actually where we have a lot of dwarfs, so this is gonna be dangerous. Hopefully my military can, yeah, they can kill it. Good job. Now it looks like Nimamga 5th, the Axe Bolt, has got the kill there. Let's go. That was much easier than I thought it's gonna be, so good shit. We got a lot of new puppers down here. A lot of new animals. We're gonna have to start eating some of these, I guess. Or maybe turn it into war animals. These Garothoraxes, they actually just get born already adults. Let's see if they are delicious, shall we? Now, Androzarchuses, you can actually train to be war Androzarchuses, so that's what we're gonna do when these guys grow up. And probably same with Smilodons. By the way, I feel it for anybody that tries to attack us. Look at how many giant cave spiders we have up here. And of course, the Quetzalcoatlus flying around as well. This is madness. Or maybe it's Sparta. At the same time, I start a new big project. We are mining a new large entrance down here. That's eventually gonna lead in here, but we're gonna have some damn stone to deal with. It's a slow process because we gotta make sure we do not, well, end up swimming down here. We're gonna have some water issues down here, aren't we? Some of these boys are gonna go for a little bit of a swim, although it looks like maybe some of these caverns aren't as leaky as the rest of them. Oh yeah, now the process is going much faster. You'd love to see that. And just like that, we have breached it. We are in the base, and now everybody else can get into our base much easily. Hopefully the water is gonna just dissipate slowly but surely. We still have some leaking from up above, but yeah, the entrance is starting to look a bit prettier a bit better. It looks like Ulcer, our metal crafter, has been taken by Fey Mood, and he has created Itiria, a steel goblet. She offers it to Sting. Thank you for using my steel for, let's be real, I would prefer to fight with this, not drink from it, but it's 18,000 value, which is huge. Of course, of craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It's got orthoclast cabochons and oval-cut morions and encircled with bands of steel and rectangular morion cabochons. It's adorned with hanging rings of rock salt, tower cap, and shoral. On the item is an image of guava trees in Gerathorax letter. It is worth a lot. We're gonna give this to Not a Skaven in Costume, our leader, as a sign of their office. And it can be their personal cup. And while that was happening, we also got traders coming in. So we're gonna trade with them soon. But once that trade is done, I'm gonna be bringing the trade down here, down below. Well, actually, never mind. I forgot to trade with these guys. They went away. All my stuff that I brought here, gonna have to be brought back down again. I was so focused on trying to get rid of all this stupid water down here that I forgot to trade, unfortunately. Ah, silly me. I'll fix it. I was stupid because for the last 2 months we didn't get any migrants, and now we didn't trade, which means there's a good chance we won't get migrants anytime soon, and that's unfortunate. And now we got a Forgotten Beast Zolak, a gigantic scaly jackal. It's got a pair of long antennae and it's got a gaunt appearance. Its eyes glow scarlet, its purple toupee scales are round and close set. Beware its deadly blood. It seems to be in our caves, which means I'm sending the military after it. And the military, hopefully, it's gonna murder it. Let's go. Easy money. But anyway, some of these guys now have steel shields. We have built our first steel equipment. I really don't want to know what these two guys are doing. It does not look cool. I am gonna just look away. Yep, nothing happened there. Let's go back to building this. It's not like we just had a Forgotten Beast, but Deezer is now here. A huge eyeless lizard. It's got 3 long curly tails, and it is slavering. Its dark brown scales are small and close set. Beware its webs. Webs are bad, okay? Oh, but this one spawned down in the deep caves. Alright, so it can fight the other beasties. Now, in the part of restructuring this, we're also gonna destroy this trade depot, and we're gonna bring the trade depot down below. And now with this built over here, we can say that our new entrance is quite nicely complete. Just need to finish some flooring over here, and it's gonna be great. We're just gonna need to fix this because this annoys me. There's just a sand wall here, but I can't cut into this because the water's gonna go to hell then. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna dig another hole over here, and we're just gonna pump this lake over there. Also, we do have elves arriving, and they're gonna go below here where it's appropriate. But be careful, there's still some water out here, might be slippery. Oh well, the elven diplomat is once again asking, do we just chop down 5 trees? Oh, 6 this time around. Well done. So basically what this is telling me is that they're afraid. They don't want to go to war with us, and completely understandable. We are strong after all. Look at how many war animals we got out here. Also, never mind all of these trees that somebody have chopped down here. It definitely wasn't us. In the meantime, this screw pump has been built. Let's see how this is gonna go, shall we? Somebody's pumping. The water's going down. We'll see if we can actually pump all of this out or not. It is slowly filling in. This part is already full. This part is filling up, and this is emptying out nicely. At the same time, Arcee, our administrator, has been possessed and is holding alabaster right now. Well, we'll see what they make. In the meantime, let's finish pumping this out, shall we? Okay, I think this is the best that we can do, because there is no more water down below here, and this is going to dissipate on its own slowly but surely, which means we can now break through here. Also, since I was worried about not having any migrants, we do have migrants. There's a new wave coming in. Let's rejoice, everybody. And our administrator, in the meantime, has created Arcee Pruter, basically named after himself. That's amazing. He named a gypsum earring after himself. I guess herself. Well, this is a gypsum earring. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It's encrusted with oval yellow jasper cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of gypsum, alabaster, and chert. Nothing special, really. I think we're gonna assign it to somebody. Maybe to Capfrack, our apprentice schemer. Our population of Smilodons and Androsocraces has grown again. Yeah, These are beautiful. I'm gonna start turning the male ones, the spare male ones that we got. We're gonna start turning them into war ones. I think we're gonna do the same for the Androsarchuses. As for the penis heads, we're just gonna start eating these guys. Hey, we learned something about Smaldon training now. Good to see. Now, since we did get a bunch of new migrants, all of the bedrooms that we have built are now full. You know, all of these bedrooms next to the 2 temple districts are now full. But I went even deeper down here, and this is just gonna be a bedroom section. I gotta admit, I kinda like the way this looks, you know, because this is the upper floor, and then you have the lower floor, and then you see even further down there. I like that. We couldn't go further because there's caves already. We would fall through. Our lead apprentice Yip Yip now has ideas. She wants a steel chest in her bedroom. I mean, yeah, we still have 81 steel bars, but we're gonna be making some steel armor and weapons with those steel bars. So I think that's a no to that request. Oh, and we have a wild force of darkness arriving with the commander Mim Tribute Failures. Beware their skilled mounted goblin swordsmen. So they are mounted once again. Okay. And they also have a bunch of siege engineers and Maneras from the Dark Goblin Fortress of Fish Hates. What a name. Suddenly I fear for my animals. Let's bring the troops up here. I can imagine this is gonna be a tough battle. These bastards have already killed one of my cave spiders. I don't think it's looking too great for my spiders right now. So I'm sending in the military. We're just gonna fight them in the rivers, and we're gonna fight them everywhere they are. Let's go. The big boys as well. I mean, we're doing good. The problem is a lot of my spiders died in the process. All of the enemies are also dead and gone and broken. But apparently we lost 32 giant cave spiders. Oh, wow. Only 4 Quetzalcoatlus though, and otherwise nobody seems to be injured. We still have a bunch of spiders running around, so how many did we actually have? Holy shit. One thing we learned though is that these guys tank well, because none of my people got even injured. But I don't think having them spread out like this is a smart idea. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring them in somewhere. I'm not yet sure where exactly I wanna bring them, but I think eventually we're gonna want to do that. Also, while I was digging over here to finish the last 2 temples that I'm missing, we had the Guild of Shadows, a miners guild, established. And the humans are driving their big old wagons down below. It actually works. Let's go. We did it. We brought the wagons down here. And if anybody complains about anything, we got a line of bolt throwers ready and waiting over here to just shoot across. This place also makes it easier for us to bring all the items here instead of having to go all the way to the surface. Now, Bone Apple Tree, let's trade with these humans. Unfortunately, they have no fun animals at all. That's bullshit. So I'll buy the 1 scroll they brought, and we're gonna call that a good trade. There you go. The Guild of Shadows now is petitioning for a guild hall. We'll of course approve this. We're gonna mine it out right over here next to all of these bedrooms, I think. And we're doing this in a perfect time because we have more migrants arriving. Plenty more of them coming in, it seems. Which now established a company of helping, a doctor's guild. And I bet those guys will want a guild of their own as well. Oh, interesting. Rangers want a guild hall. Fine, sure. I'll make it happen for these guys. Looks like the guild agreement for the Guild of Shadows have now been satisfied. So they are clearly happy with this, even though I don't feel like it's done yet. I want some tables and such in here as well. As for the Rangers Guild, I'm gonna add it over here next to, well, these Rangers. But first, we are doing some extra mining here. And also just above that. This is where we're gonna be hiding our special animals. Spiders down here so they can spew webs through here. And then Quetzalcoatlus up above, we can then jump down there. And it's gonna be a fun little trap that's probably not gonna work the way I want it to work, but we're gonna try to make it happen. And there it is. The doctors also want a guild, as we expected it's gonna happen. So we have rangers and doctors that we have to build for now. And as for doctors guild, I think we're just gonna increase the size of the hospital and make it happen there. But of course, we also have a forgotten beast arriving, Snuko, a towering eyeless stegosaurid. It's got large mandibles, and it squirms and fidgets. Its mahogany scales are blocky and close set. Beware its noxious secretions, it's gonna shit on us. Well, it's in the deep caverns, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be shitting on us. I'm probably shitting on one of these guys. And we have Kikli, our paper maker, who's been taken by Faye Mood and claimed a stoneworker's workshop. Let's see what she's gonna be picking up, shall we? Stray boar bone. Alright. Something bony is coming. And Kikli has created Sira Tiller, a lignite crown. She claims it as a personal treasure. She basically went to make herself a crown. Amazing. All craftsmanship is of course of the highest quality, and there's an image of a mango tree and alpaca wool on the item. There's also an image of Lilin Heavenstops, the kobold, and kobolds in olive wood, and Lilin is surrounded by the kobolds. Wow, what a beautiful thing. The artwork relates to the ascension of the kobold Lilin to the position of winged one of the Owl of Stones in 2. So that's a really old thing. Amazing that these kobolds still remember something that happened, what, 190 years ago almost. The rangers are now happy with their guild hall, so there's that, this is what they got. And we have yet another forgotten beast. Tsakut has arrived now, an enormous crocodile twisted into humanoid form with external ribs. That sounds awesome. It's got poisonous bite. And it is again in the lower caverns, so no danger for us as of right now. And I also wanted to show you that the spider room is done. These guys are just chilling in here now, happily ever after. And the Kokoplays are chilling just above them. And once we pull this lever, this bridge is gonna open and the Kokoplays are gonna jump through here. If needed, of course. Also been training more of the Androzarchuses to be war ones, and we now actually know something about their training apparently. And we're also training more of the Smilodons to be war ones. And just as we satisfied the Doctors Guild agreement as well, we got a petition for the Craftsbolts Guild, especially since the Craftsbolts already have a guild down here, so we just need to improve it a bit more so it gets up to 10,000. They apparently have 25 members now, so they want a grand guild hall. Maybe a couple of platinum statues is gonna convince them. Yeah, okay, that was real fast. Looks like they love their platinum statues. And I love the fact that we got new migrants incoming. Oh, clearly we're gonna need some more bedrooms for them though. I also crafted a lot more steel equipment, and I'm updating these guys with steel stuff basically, so they can grab new and fresh armor, which I guess was just in time because of course we have another forgotten beast. A huge sauropod named Disset has arrived. It's got poisonous bite of course, and luckily it is in the deep caverns below. Now once these guys get their equipment updated, I'm actually going to be making another barracks over here, which means new squad. Khalid is gonna be the one that's gonna lead the early stars, and as soon as they pick up the equipment, they're gonna go onwards to training. And as you can see, they do have some steel pieces, these guys as well, so that's gonna be great. And as we set that military up, I think it's time we, I don't know, get rid of this area, maybe block these stairs down so we don't have an access down here anymore, and maybe we add like an entrance over here. I mean, this is our main entrance now, so that would make sense. Then again, we got another forgotten beast, Sido this time around, a gigantic scaly leech with poisonous bite. This one is in our caverns though, so we're gonna send a couple of our kobolds to hopefully stab it, and there they go. And yeah, well, that was easy enough. It looks like Red got the kill, which is like the second forgotten beast he killed. That's actually pretty amazing. Somebody also killed a giant cave toad out here. I think it was like one of the clothiers. Actually, no, it was a fisherbolt called Zosserler. You know what, fisherbolt? You deserve to be named for that. Welcome to the squad, Stanky Leg. Have a good night rest. And I think the entrance is now complete. It's covered over there. We are doing some more engraving over here, so people when they come in here, they know and this is gonna be a glorious place to be. I'm even gonna add some like silver statues at the entrance as well. We also killed another white stork out here. We had these storks be agitated around here for a while, and well, we got rid of them now. Which means we now have a mosquito here. Is that mosquito gonna survive? Oh, it flew up in the air, so it's trying to escape that way. Lucky for you, mosquito. But everybody has been now interrupted by the mosquito. That annoys me. Bring the rangers out here. They can get the mosquito, hopefully. I think they did get the mosquito, but now we got even more agitated giant sparrows. And Pimis got seriously injured fighting one of those sparrows. Okay, this is starting to get annoying. Oh, Pimis died. Shoot that stupid sparrow down, boys. At the same time, we do have the merchants arriving. And the Sparrows Guild. There's another person down here. Oh, these guys. You're getting obnoxious now. Zossel the Gem Setter has been found dead. We did kill most of the sparrows though. And this has now been blocked. There's a very injured Smilodon as well. Hopefully somebody heals him. We also have a giant Olm down here who is trying to bite my people. We can't have that. I think all the problems we had with those nasty critters caused an issue with the merchants. They dropped all their stuff over here that we can now just pick up. And the last remaining sparrow is still around. It just managed to kill one of our Smilodons in the process. It's tough. And otherwise it's second kill. My ranger is gonna get it now. Oh yes, finally. Good job, boys. Now we have an agitated jumping spider coming in. And that one's already dead, which means more agitated animals. Oh, it's the bloody sparrows again. Oh wait, it threw the winged voice into the water. That was the outpost liaison we had visiting over here. Now one of my planters is gonna get hurt. We do have, and don't climb a tree. We do have the army coming up, so if the sparrows come down, we shall slay them. And we have a couple of these dum-dums climbing trees being stranded up here. And this Marksbolt got seriously injured. Come on, military, good job. All I wanted was to just finish building my entrance, but no. Everybody and everything has gotta be fighting us now. And to get these two out of the tree, I think we're gonna have to chop the tree. That's not gonna end well. Throughout all of this, we also had one of our miners be possessed. But for now, he's just gathering resources. Did somebody fall in the water? Yes. But she managed to make it out. Oh, the hunter. Let's go. She made it out. These two guys are both injured, but hopefully they're gonna heal up momentarily. And Kaik, our miner, has created Usi Almik, a Shiz coffin. Yeah, we'll definitely need some coffins very soon. That coffin is worth a lot. And once again, it's got the boyish, the swamps of smiling on it. Killing the elf Ivo 40. We've seen this before. We managed to hit one of the sparrows. Oh, we got him. Very nice. Which means only one remains. And we are trying to hunt it down, but it's kind of fast for us, you see? Not too fast, it seems, because now the rangers got him. Let's go. Oh, there's an agitated anaconda coming in now. We have emptied this pond once again, so we can get to the poor kobold that died in here. And we're gonna be burying those that perished down below. We got some new tombs ready and waiting. And apparently that anaconda is also ready and waiting, and now it's gone. But it did manage to injure Sarl, our farmer, in the process. I do wish these agitated animals would leave us be. Alas, you do not always get your wish. Finally got all the sparrows, but now there's a beetle and there is no longer a beetle, which means there's a new sparrow coming in now. And more of them. It's amazing how much these guys are just spamming in. I basically need a constant guard at the front gates now. The next thing that I'm gonna be fixing is we're just gonna have to add some more bedrooms because we're gonna be getting more kobolds in the future. And I do want to rework all of these bedrooms so they have nice fancy walls. There we go. We got a couple of nice bedrooms for my kobolds. There's still some that do not have a bedroom, so I'll just assign them. Even the children can get it. And with that done, let's start the mining process here. I realize this is gonna need some serious reconstruction process, but luckily we got the materials to do so. We also have an elven caravan incoming. We'll see if these guys gonna get attacked by sparrows. I'm guessing they won't. Well, they seem to be safely coming in here. Nice. But let's be real, they've brought nothing of interest, so we're not gonna trade. I guess we're again talking to the elves for the 6 trees that we're totally not gonna chop. So they seem to be happy with me doing exactly that. And as a reward, we got another forgotten beast, Aspad. A great humanoid composed of clear glass. That sounds scary. It's got deadly dust. That is actually scary. It instantly got into a fight with another forgotten beast, and they're hopefully gonna murder each other. Anyway, these bedrooms, done. Redone all of them, which means let's fix these ones as well. We also got new migrants arriving, and we'll see what the sparrows do. I did send the military up, so if the sparrows try to attack us, we'll have some protection. Ah yes, there it is. And we already lost a blacksmith to a sparrow over here. Military, get them. That poor kobold died before they can even get to our homeland. It that betrays got a sparrow here, and yeah, killed the flail. That's amazing. Oh, don't jump into the water. Oh, that seems like a terrible idea. He's drowning. Oh, he managed to climb out. Oh, that's amazing. Good job, it that betrays. Did manage to kill the sparrows. There's just a tick-to-lick now. Just one. Please nobody attack that little creature. I don't want more sparrows spawning in. Now we have a giant bat causing issues and chasing our kobolds around. I'm sending the military in here to catch him down. And there you go. Kokobold got the kill. Well played. We have now also finished all of these bedrooms, so they have been redone. And we're just building some flooring as well over here. I'm not sure how we're gonna continue working over here. Probably some more bedrooms and then maybe more animal pits. And we did have Siri, the gem cutter, fall into strange mood, but now they can't find the needed items. It's probably gonna be some kind of a rough gem or something like that. So let's go find them some rough gems. But anyway, now that we have dealt with all these bedrooms, we can go further up because we have our starting bedrooms that we can fix as well. But let's not forget to engrave some of these walls as well. And our gem cutter has now created the Valashash Zaisi Shatter, a fortification agate hatch cover. That's a second hatch cover. It's a very useful thing. It's got 8200 in value. Of course, all crossbow ship is of the highest quality. And there's on the item is an image of birches in fortification agate and of Isra, Shimpale, the Kobold, and Sirik, Spark Eagle, the Lavender, the Desert Titan in silver. Oh, so they're killing a kobold. Wow, death of a kobold. That's exactly what we wanted. We're gonna slab that hatchet over here, and we do have the human caravan coming in at the same time, so that's great to see. What is not great to see is that we now have giant thrips coming in here, very agitated. Why? Because the humans have killed the Tiktaalik. Oh, actually no, they're killing the thrips as well. I will take that. You go do that. Although that means this merchant is trying to flee. But at least the wagon has made it inside, so that's great. Not that it looks like they've got anything interesting, no animals or such. But while the battles against the wild animals rage up there, we're just finishing these bedrooms, slowly but surely. But since the animals were going hungry down here, I decided to, well, get rid of this pasture. They can be out here. They can be pastured out here, and they can be very afraid and run away from all of these thurps. But also, this big boy, we're gonna train him for war. And while we're fighting all those nasty animals up on the surface, only a bit of engraving remains to be done here down below. And at that point, well, all of these bedrooms will be completed as well. And we have another forgotten beast. A Soror has arrived, a gigantic eyeless lemur with large mandibles. And it's got poisonous gas. But it's also way down below and is right now slightly drowning, so probably not gonna make it towards us. In the process of fixing everything nice, we created a butcher's guild hall over here. Because we do have to do a lot of butchering. We have so many animals. Look at these guys. These guys are fighting each other because there's just way too many of them. Yeah, constantly fighting each other. One day I'm gonna have to figure out the DF hack auto butcher feature. I haven't quite done that yet. Now let's do the same thing on the side for the leather workers and the tanners. And as I was trying to build this, something special happened. Og the Mason managed to get seriously injured and trapped on top of a tree. I see there's a agitated giant thrip corpse down here, so I'm guessing I know what happened to it. But the good news is we now have more agitated giant thrips around. We did get okay out of the tree at least, so you can get some healing, or she can get some healing, and hopefully she's gonna be fine. We also have one of the bunnies up on a tree and starving, so we're gonna chop it down as well. Oh, and now things are getting serious. A wild force of darkness has arrived, commanded by the marmored brute Zekrim blushed snarling, an ancient and horrible demon who escaped from the underworld before the dawn of time. In one, Zakurin became the master of the scandalous Scorpion. Beware their elite goblin axemen. This is gonna be nasty. You also have some siege engineers and war cave dragon from the Dark Goblin Fortress of Fish Hates. I quickly assigned everybody to the burrows so they go down below. I do kind of feel sorry for these animals, but it is what it is. Now let's prepare for war. Well, the War Megacerops is dead. I'm guessing all of these little creatures out here are gonna die soon. And the bastards even toppled some of my statues. Oh, the dragon went in. Oh, he's the one coming. Oh, he ran into the merchant. Now it's gonna get destroyed. I need to make sure these doors are closed. Spiders, stay in, please. The rest of the invaders for now are still outside. I think they're chasing my water buffaloes though. Oh no, not the water buffaloes. That is horrible. Some of the trolls are going for a swim. These guys are not too happy to come inside, are they? No, they're running down here somewhere. Are you still chasing animals? Yeah, I think they're still chasing the rabbits that are here. In any case, these guys are slowly coming inside now. Slowly, though. They're very cautious. Even though some of them are still fighting the giant thrips out there and also my doe rabbits. But the ones coming in here are gonna suffer greatly. Even this demon... Oh, that demon fell down now. That's not so good. Not good for it, because it cannot get back up. Oh, now it went for a swim. Oh, don't jump down here! Well, in hindsight, maybe I should not have allowed my fisher dwarfs to go fishing. Yeah, that might be smart. I think some of them might suffer greatly for this. Spur died in here, but I think this is the demon, right? It also died down here, so that went well. But otherwise, we did lose 3 kobolds for no real reason. By the way, these guys destroyed the doors here, and the Workotaku Atlas came out to fight them. That's actually kind of cool. These dudes now lost their master and a bunch of soldiers. The rest are all still up here. We also caught one of the troll miners, but the other one is trying to dig the stairs down here. That is smart. Well, it would be smart if that didn't mean that they would come directly into my army down here. Oh, there's one of the trolls coming down here. I think, yeah, it's gonna die. The Quetzalcoatlus got him. We did lose some of the Quetzalcoatlus, but hey, you know, it's the nature of the things. Try to go through here. Yeah, that didn't end that well for them now, did it? I think we've done enough. I think we're going out now, and we are attacking everything. Soldiers, lead us to glory. Pip the Jip is going for it. We're being shot at a bit, but once we can catch up to the crossbowmen, they stand no chance. I don't think these goblins do stand a chance at all. These are the last ones that remain right now, and I see they're already coming. And now the fields are full of corpses. Ours and theirs? Ours here, unfortunately. And theirs everywhere else. War is an unfortunate thing, mainly for those on the losing side. But for the kobolds of Castri Roas, Deathmarsh, war was also an opportunity. With the demon master of the goblins dead, their outposts were left in a state of chaos, and traveling over land suddenly became much safer. For anyone that was not a goblin, that is. It was time we pursued our imperial ambitions and explored the vast world that surrounded us. For who knew what kind of opportunities would arise out there in the lands beyond the marsh. Yeah, we had one of the nasty beasts coming in here, and now 2 of my soldiers, Steve and Lou Bega, got stranded on top of a tree. They also got injured, which I think it might be from the deadly dust from these guys. Hopefully they survive the fall that's gonna happen now. Alright, they're fine. Of course, with the newly dead, I also need to build a couple more tombs down below. Alas, giant thurps are annoying us again, injuring some of my dwarves. There's a giant snail as well that we apparently murdered. And in the process, one of our fisher dwarfs got murdered as well. Yeah, I did promise it's time we start making our imperial ambitions known. I think the best way to do that is to strike at some of these dark goblin pits that attacked us. So this is the fortress where they attacked us from, and these guys are the scandalous scorpion civilization. I think first what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pick the smallest population place and see how it goes. The flames of gold are gonna go out there, and we're just gonna go raise it and try to also steal some livestock in the process. Now the squad is going out there, and it looks like they're gonna take the caravan route to do it, and I do hope they are successful. We're gonna have to be successful at home though, because a forgotten beast Lassad has arrived, a towering one-eyed Wiper with poisonous bite. Actually, never mind. It's down below. Somehow a troll escaped from somewhere and we killed it. Oh, of course, I left this open. Yeah, that would make sense. Our legendary weaver, Sim, got injured in the process. Not to worry, we're gonna fix this. In the meantime, the Flames of Gold have returned. Well, they went and they killed a bunch of goblins over there. And well, that was basically it, wasn't it? I can't really say that I'm satisfied with you guys bringing nothing back at all. So you know what? I'm gonna send them out there again. And maybe we're gonna go for some other goblin pits this time around. And once again, we're gonna try to raise the place and steal some stuff. Now I also decided to assign a messenger. And it got a lot of flies, became our messenger, because they got some skills appropriate to her new position. And the reason to do that was I wanted to see if you could make contact with this kobold civilization over here that's got quite a lot of people living out there. And the civilization is called the Sorcerer of Scribing. So yes, I got a lot of flies, is gonna go there and try to make contact. At the same time, we do have a moody dwarf who right now cannot find any gems, so we're mining gems for them. The Flames of Gold have arrived back. We managed to kill some of the goblins, and we brought back some elk birds, big dogs, and giant bats. I think the elk birds we're definitely gonna eat. Might as well eat the big dogs. You know what? Giant bats, they sound fun, and we do have 1 female and 2 males. So I'm gonna start a giant bat breeding program in here. And Kier has created this Koreram, a Morion table. Let's go. Of course, all craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It's encrusted with oval Morion cabochons and encircled with bands of rectangular Morion cabochons. It's nothing special, but since this right here is gonna be a guild for our jewel crafters, we're gonna place it down here. And while we're working on that, I got a lot of flies, also returned our messenger, and looks like the trade proposal and contact was highly successful. Well done. You know what? I'm gonna send it right out there once again, and we're gonna try to improve trade. And our blacksmith Saras has given birth to a girl in between. Very, very nice. We're getting more kobolds in here, up to 177 in population now. Yes, there were points where we had more kobolds in here, but well, war is unfortunate, isn't it? I think everybody did get buried down here, so at least there is that. As for military, I think I'm gonna send them over here to this human tower of coal clasps, which belongs to the Friendly Surprises civilization who we are at war with. There's plenty of artifacts there, so let's go check it out. And now I got a lot of flies returned once again, and his proposal of strengthening trade ties was very successful. Let's go. I think I have chosen the right messenger. I got a lot of flies. But with great success comes great responsibility, so I'm gonna send him out there to visit the dwarves as well. I'm gonna try to make contact here, even though apparently we're already allied to them. Also, we have a troll looking menacingly at this wall. I don't like that. Yeah, maybe we'll build an additional wall here. I didn't like that at all. The raiders are also back. Mercutio managed to kill a dwarf Gaunslayer, Kadol Faithrak, and apparently we looted a couple of things as well. So Razor, for instance, is hauling Coal's Clasp when it counts. So we're getting some books, hopefully interesting ones as well. Hopefully that's gonna make our library more interesting now. So you know what? They have more artifacts over there, so let's go there once again. Oh, but looks like I got a lot of flies finally failed. That's unfortunate. The whimsical diamonds have rejected the contact with the Owl of Stones. Well, at least now they know that we exist. There's another dwarven population right next to them that do not know that we exist. Let's go out there as well. The Flames of Gold now also returned. We didn't kill anybody, but we did loot a couple more artifacts. You know what? Since we couldn't get any interesting animals from the goblins or from these humans over here, well, I do like the artifacts. It's not animals, and that's what we want. What if we went for the elves? We do not have any contact with the elves down south, so let's make contact militarily. And we're just gonna raid them this time around, and we're gonna try to steal some of their livestock. We're gonna be sneaky about it, you see? And our messenger is once again back, and this time around the proposal was a spectacular failure. Amazing. Maybe for now we should give him a break, shouldn't we? My military boys have also returned, and we are now at war down here with these elves. Yeah, apparently we did kill quite a few of them, unfortunately for them. It looks like we were mostly just slaying grizzly bears. It's unfortunate because I really wanted more animals. What is also unfortunate is that our stonecrafter has been found dead. We were bringing the capturing trolls and goblins down there, and somehow they escaped and they killed our stonecrafter. F in the chat for our poor dead kobolds. Now, let's try again. Let's go visit these poor elves down here again. Let's see if they got some more animals somewhere else. After this whole time, I'm finally allowing my kobolds to go deep. I totally forgot about that. I planned this like 5 years ago, I think, and then I kind of forgot about it. I don't see if the Flames of Gold brought anything useful back. They certainly killed a bunch of elves out there, and they did bring back cow mooses, bull moose, giant snapping turtle, and more giant snapping turtles. Look at these beasties. Oh, they look so cool. I think mooses will just eat. They're grazers. We don't like grazers. As for the giant snapping turtles, so we're gonna send them down here. We had yet another guild be established, a Stoneworkers Guild this time around. And luckily, we already had this one assigned over here. It's almost ready to be done, and yeah, we're working on it because yeah, they already want a guild hall, and apparently they are already happy with it, even though I haven't even finished it yet. Oh, but now our children has been attacked by a giant cave bat. I think one of our children got hurt in the process. I'm sure they're gonna be fine. Now, to continue with our imperial ambitions, there's a couple more things I'm planning to do over here. To be truly a fortress of vast renown, you know, we have to include all of the peoples out there. So what exactly does that mean? Well, so far we did not allow any visitors into our taverns or temples or anything like that. Well, that's about to change soon. I need to prepare some things first. I'm gonna build another small barracks over here, and this is where our guard captain is going to be residing. So once we allow visitors into the inn, if there's any trouble, well, we're gonna have guards right there. I'm also increasing the size of our library, so we'll be able to eventually invite scholars to come over here and help us study the various things. But first, of course, we have to produce our own empty scrolls and such, so we'll be able to have writers write on them, and that's what we are doing in this workshop, where we are first turning mash plants into slurry. After the mashing is done, we then press them into paper sheets over here, which means we should assign some scribes actually to the library. One of our scribes is gonna be Nadri, and the other one's gonna be Mercator. Also, we got a moody dwarf, a gem cutter has been possessed, and it's gonna claim this workshop, and of course we do not have rough gems for them. Miners to the rescue. Oh, and since we were speaking of visitors, we actually do have Clara, a lasher, and also a forgotten beast, of course, at the same time. This one is in our caves, and since I have quite a lot of dwarves running around the caves right now, we're gonna go for it. Actually, I think it might be blocked by trees because I can't get my dwarves over here, so I'm gonna try to station them nearby instead. Alright, the dwarves are here. Nothing can't get to us for some reason. What if we bring the rangers as well? They apparently can't. That's strange. Well, this might hurt whoever's gonna chop down these trees, but we're gonna try to chop down these trees. Of course, instantly I do this, the military gets them and kills them. Let's go. And the woodworker was just fine. Apparently their lover was Shadebear Knife. Shadebear Knife has been dead for quite a while. I hope you're not banging a corpse, Al. I hope you're not. Now, while we were working on all these things, our moody dwarf actually began our mysterious creation. I should say her mysterious construction, creation, whatever. And she has created the Larsasag Ngart Azaso, a jelly opal bed. She offers it to Toothstink. So this bed we could give maybe to one of our nobles. I mean, it's worth 10,000, and of course, craftsmanship is of the highest quality, and it menaces with spikes of jelly opal. There's nothing special on it. It's just, you know, jelly opal. You know what? Not a Skaven custom, you're getting a new bed here. Well, this wasn't really intentional, but the dead walk, apparently. I'm sure this got nothing to do with I got a lot of flies talking to the human chaos master Zanek Rayon's clans of the diversion of crystal, right? You see, I sent him down here to this mysterious palace of Deepbrush. Apparently we were at peace, but we made contact. As soon as we made contact, we got attacked by these dudes. Now I guess we wait and see what these guys do. Oh, but first I think I got a lot of flies who's gonna die because he was caught out here and he's fighting a stork now. Unfortunately, we have more pressing concerns right now. But alas, if we are to save, I got a lot of flies, we're gonna have to bring our soldiers out here. I cannot wait for these guys to come inside on their own. Yeah, this is gonna be dangerous, but we gotta do it. My warrior kobolds, it is time to slay, and we gotta do it for I got a lot of flies. Now please, try not to get yourself killed in the process, I would appreciate that. And try to kill as many of these walking corpses as you can. Luckily, my kobolds are well trained, so this should be an easy battle for them. Now, apparently they're still chasing somebody. Alas, all I see is corpses. Well done, my kobolds, well done. And what are we gonna do with all these corpses? There's not much we can do, we're just gonna let them rot. See, I got a lot of flies. He's trying to move in, slowly but surely. Still injured, can move for a bit, then falls to sleep. Now there's only one way to fix this injustice that just happened to us. This horrible attack. This horrible attack when I got a lot of flies who is fighting a stork again. And that is to attack the elves again. I got a lot of flies, finally made it back inside. Yeah, she's injured, but she's gonna get healed. And she's gonna be fine. The flames of gold are now back, and we did manage to loot some of their artifacts. Unfortunately, that means they didn't bring any animals back. Well, giant sparrows have claimed another life, and this one is going down here, isn't it? Somebody go slay that bastard bird. Where are you going? There you go. That bastard killed Zonis, and of course threw in the pond so we cannot get to them. So we're gonna have to pump this out once again so we can get to the corpse. You know what? After that, I'm just flooring this over. I've got enough of drownings in here. There we go. We're pumping. Please stop jumping into the water while you pump. That'd be great. Well, maybe we're not jumping in the water. This is overflowing slightly. Well, this didn't go quite as planned. It's raining right now, so that means additional water anyway. We're gonna dig further in here and, you know, add some more space. Just try not to drown yourselves. Dwarfs, that'd be great. Said that'd be great, get out. Throughout this whole time, I have my marks bolts here because the giant sparrows are constantly trying to attack us. As you do, of course. I think this is gonna be enough now so we can actually get the corpse out. And there's also Forgotten Beast that has arrived with a poisonous sting. It's down below, doesn't matter. And finally, we have recovered the corpse, so we can get rid of this pump as well. One of our miners got injured, I think it was one of the sparrows causing issues. In any case, we are flooring all of this over now, so no more holes around here. Once this is done, hopefully the sparrows are just gonna straight up kill my people instead of try to drown them. So there was a giant slug here apparently that my marks bolts killed. Who's the next one? That poor lizard. Yeah, that poor lizard is gonna get destroyed. Yes, thrips are next. That's great to see. I'll just finish building this floor and then we can get the hell away from here. Or, you know, or not. Androzarchus is eating that one. Good thing we got our war animals to deal with these. By the way, my kobolds are now quite knowledgeable about taming Androzarchuses, which should be no surprise, because look at how many war Androzarchuses we got now. It's about 1 million of them, I think. And of course, we have a lot of war Smilodons as well. You'll love to see it. Also, up above, we now have all these floored, so that's great success. The Thurbs are for now just chilling over here. I think now is the time we set up a new squad that's gonna reside in here, and then we can open this up to visitors. So let's go and assign a peacekeeper, and Risk here is a skilled tactician, so let's go with him or her. It's a her, and she's now known as Henki Kana, the peacekeeper. So we're gonna create her own squad, and the squad is gonna be known as Dias Railroad. the Peaceful Lashes. Hard to pronounce. And here they go. They're grabbing their equipment. That's a steel shield, I can see it. And once they're properly equipped, they're gonna go to training. What weapon are you gonna take? Oh no, you have to fill the water skin first, but of course. Very important job. And while my new warriors are slowly but surely getting ready, we had Malak, who has withdrawn from society and claimed the clothier shop. Oh, would you look at that? We now have Dwarven Caravan incoming. For the first time, we got dwarves in here. Looks like the work that I got a lot of flies did is finally paying off. Especially because apparently at the same time, we got another Dwarven Caravan. Well then, that's something I've not seen before. And now there's a dwarf stuck on a tree because they were fighting the Terps. And at the same time we have a human and dwarven diplomats. Well, it's getting wild down here, isn't it? Also, there's something I totally did not realize. We have a lot of giant snapping turtles now. A lot of them. Well, maybe we're gonna go and eat a couple of them, I guess. For these dwarves, I'm gonna buy an instrument. And I was hoping for some interesting animals, yet they don't really have anything. So, you know what? Just give me a dog. Dogs are cool. And I'll also buy all of their scrolls and books they've got. And we'll make them a nice profit. And our clothier Malak has created El Crolero Mlash Husak, a freely alpaca wool right glove. She offers it to the Tooth Tank. Great, just one glove, huh? What do we do with one glove? No idea, but its value is great, and it's full of cool stuff, like the Foundation of Death March by Toothsting of the Isle of Stones in the early spring of 184. Beautiful. It's our foundation story again. Now, since we did assign these guards over here, and you can see there's a bunch of Snylons just chilling out here as well, how about we go into our tavern and we allow visitors for the first time. Apparently we also have some talented speakers and musicians, so I'm gonna allow them to perform. And also assign Hexer the Trustworthy to be the tavern keeper. So if you ever get any visitors, we can get them drunk. Also our peacekeeper, Henki Kana, wants better studies in quarters and such. So we're making that happen over here. And of course, our first visitors are a human poet Feated Zombie, a goblin monster slayer Curse Husk, and well, there's also a human bard. Hopefully they enjoy their stay. I also did say that we're gonna turn our library open to all visitors. So hopefully we get some scholars. And I assigned an additional scholar, Thick and Juicy, who is currently milking a stray sow. Also, as a bit of a precaution, since we're gonna have visitors here, I assigned a bunch of Androzorcuses, the war ones, to protect this place. So if anybody causes issues here, they're gonna eat them. Or I guess at least that is the plan. Now these bedrooms and offices here are also done. So Henki Kana, our peacekeeper, is satisfied with that. Now if you look at the nobles, there's only one more thing or one more position we can fill. And that is the position of a reaper who acts as an executioner should there be any crimes. Maybe it's about time we build a dungeon. That's not a dungeon where you are right now. You know what? We haven't had anybody come and join our fortress in a long while, so doesn't look like we're gonna be building any more bedrooms over here. So what, let's maybe turn this area into a dungeon of sorts. As for our reaper, Mr. Hansi III is gonna do the job. So this right here is gonna be our dungeon. Let's hope we never actually need it. And this bedroom right here is gonna belong to Mr. Hansi III. You know, the Reaper, so he can take care of any potential prisoners. Now, while we are socializing with corpses and humans, and thusly working on our imperial ambitions, there are other ways to spread our empire. These guys over here, the Human Tower of Coal Kings, got a lot of artifacts. Let's see if we can borrow some. And Seymour and the boys are going out there. And while those guys do that, I'm on a little bitty project upstairs. You see, we had the stairwell down here for a while, but we blocked it from this side. Still, last time we saw there's been some trolls trying to mine through here, right? I was thinking, what if we flooded it? We can dig through here and just release all that water in here. Nobody's gonna be digging in here after that, right? Let's basically see what's gonna happen. This should be the last dig, and the water is nicely flowing down here. Okay, that should fix this. That should fix this nicely. Also, the boys are back, and I do see they're carrying some artifacts. Oh yeah, it looks like they stole a lot. That's really nice. Also notice we have a dwarven lady, Baroness Consort of Kingdom Pillars. She's here, reciting poetry and listening to music. I don't remember when she visited us. Maybe she came as a diplomat here. with one of the dwarven caravans and just stuck around? Potentially. Let's go to war again. Let's go steal some more artifacts from this human tower. I bet they got something nice there for us. Oh, and speaking of being civilized, we have a caravan from Rarsha Casa. Actually, we might not have one because the giant Terps made them drop everything. That's cool. And the overall trade sentiments were fantastic. Well, this is unfortunate. So the merchants have fled. We got no trade. And the Kobold diplomat that apparently arrived also left instantly. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're coming back next year. The Flames of Gold are back though, so hopefully they brought some artifacts for us. Yeah, they stole 3 artifacts. Our library is gonna be bursting soon. Well, a disaster just struck. A nasty beast with webs came in here, and now we have a lot of dead kobolds. Pretty much 2 squads were wiped out. Even Tiny the Great, the Spearmaster, and Hammer Lords, and Sword Masters, and Axe Lords. We lost so many. The Cold Swords only have Lubega and Steve, and the early stars got Cleed and 1 other dwarf left. That's what you get for not paying attention to what kind of an attack the deadly beast got. Now we're gonna have to build, well, a lot more tombs it seems. Truly a sad day for all my kobolds. Truly a huge hit. We lost 16 good kobolds in one fell swoop. Well, that could put a big dent into our imperial ambitions now. And also, I'm gonna have to redo 2 full squads. And since we haven't had any migrants in like 2 years now, this is gonna be rough. So I filled the 2 squads that were missing, people with, well, new fighters, and I made Lubega the new leader of the Cold Swords. Also decided we're gonna be careful a bit more now, and I'm gonna set up a room over here where we're gonna build a bunch of bolt throwers, and if there's any like really nasty enemies coming in here, like that last one, we can shoot them instead of trying to melee them. Well, earlier I was complaining that we now won't have enough kobolds. Luckily for us, Saras, the blacksmith, has given birth to a boy. So now we have a new hatchling. You'll love to see it. There is still light in this darkness. It would seem that our Quetzalcoatl up here has spotted an ambush. It's gotta be elves because there's a bunch of horses out here. Oh, more ambushes. There we go. Yeah, suddenly there's 53 elves out here. Oh, they even have the giant snapping turtles. We're gonna make sure everybody stays in their burrow. And we're gonna wait for these bastards to come inside, which they seem to be happy to do. Oh, bolts are flying. That's some dead elves already over there. Oh, and there's some dwarves out here on the surface who are fighting the elves as well. I didn't even realize that. That might be some caravan guards. Oh, their snapping turtles also came inside. Well, those are dead. Keep coming, elves. Keep coming, let's go. We have 11,000 more bolts here. They keep coming in like one by one while the rest are fighting dwarves up there, and that doesn't really work out well for them. And throughout all of this fighting, we had Arthur, who has been taken by Feymut and has claimed a clothier shop. Oh, and while all that is happening, the Dwarf Baroness has finally made it to Nonaskaven costume. And while all she had was some information about the outside world that, well, isn't really particularly important right now. I was hoping, to be honest, to strike some more trade agreements, but alas, no such thing. Now the Baroness has decided to leave. Really not the best idea right now. You're gonna run into enemies. Oh, she's running back. Well, else, this isn't going really well for you, is it? They also have Raven Men. The Raven Men are generally smarter than these guys. Why is there a kobold? Oh, that was another ambassador. We can't really help her right now. Yeah, the elves are gonna get her. Or get him. Arrows to the head, huh? Starting to get really smelly in here. Oh, that one almost made it. Definitely a dragon. Why are you here? Why am my recruits going for them? I did not allow that. Go back. Go away from here. We really don't want you helping here. This is where we have the bolts. Now one of my farmers ran here. Please stop doing that. No. Go back down. Ah, shit. She got seriously injured. We're not gonna be able to save her, I don't think. Although these guys don't seem to be rushing in. Oh nice, she's going back down just in time. Just in time as we got more of the enemies down here. These turtles take a while to die. But in the end, they all die eventually. Well, there are still 40 invaders out there, so we're gonna have to wait for a bit longer. There seems to be a new group coming down here slowly but surely. Slowly but surely they're coming through. If I need it, I would have released my Quetzalcoatlus, but I don't think I even need to. It would just get them killed. Like this, these guys are getting themselves killed easily by my ranger boys. We've been actually fighting for so long that Orter, our clothier, has created Zakshog, a rope reed shoe. She claims it as a personal treasure. You can have that shoe if you want it. It is worth almost 12,000, so that's amazing. And of course, of craftsmanship is of the highest quality. And there's an image on this item of ballista arrowheads in Tower Cap. And there's also an image of kobolds in hemp. The kobolds are traveling. The artwork relates to the foundation of Deathmarsh by a tooth-stink of the Isle of Stones in the early spring of 184. Beautiful! We got another foundation myth, and also there's an image of a baguette cut gems in hemp. In any case, the invaders are down to the last few, and I think they are now fleeing. At least that's how it seems to be. Oh, but this guy decided that, you know what? Going in, that's the way to go. Look at him sprint. Wow, that's a suicide wish if I ever seen one. In any case, that's these guys dealt with. Now all we gotta do is pick up the corpses and get rid of them. Well, we can now safely say that we have definitely won against elves. Lost not a single kobold, even though some got injured. War Enderzorcuses are doing a good job scaring off any elf birds, or I guess even killing them. Come around here. Although soon we won't have just Enderzorcuses here, we also have all these bolt throwers now getting ready to attack anything on this side. Just need more bolts. Alas, with all improvements, still no migrants. Also, we have a lot more unhappy kobolds than we had before. I'm guessing because of all the death and destruction that has happened around here. And now we have a snowy forgotten beast, Zosun. It's got a poisonous sting. Lucky for the snowy bastard, he's way down below. Alas, after the snowy one, we got Salsi as well. A great shrike with external ribs. This one is in our caverns though, so this is gonna be a great chance for some of the new recruits to show themselves how good they actually are at this. And they managed to kill it. Actually, that was just Steve and Lou Bega. There were no new recruits there. I decided to nicely floor this, and we're gonna also roof this over. So anything that wants to come through here has to come through here. Just like one corridor, and it's gonna be slightly easier for us to shoot it. We actually have a human diplomat incoming, and he's running away in fear. Probably because there's some agitated animals. Yep, there it is. We did bring a trade Karen as well. Hopefully that thing doesn't get scared away by a giant mosquito or whatever that third thing is. Well, thankfully it looks like they're gonna make it inside. Oh, now that's something we haven't seen in a while. A weird squirrel has arrived. Zolak. It's way out here, so hopefully nobody's gonna be close enough that this thing could bite them. And I did send the military out there. Good job, Cleed. Cleed got the kill. Easy money. We also have an undead kobold visiting us. Kobold Bard Cursed Hunter. Running away. Just came and ran away. I bet he went here just to learn about stuff, huh? Maybe they learned that we got some really nice trading going on over here, so I'm sure it wasn't the artifacts that they have seen or stolen. Anyway, let's do this trade and let's see what these guys got. They got wine, I'll take that. And they got a couple of scrolls. We're gonna make them some profit, and then we're gonna be nice people, and we're gonna just give them all these totems that we've got lying around. Well, not quite all of them, but like 5,000 worth of them, just as a gift. And now our miner has been taken by a Fey mood. And at the same time, another forgotten beast, Soul, has arrived. It's got noxious secretions. Thankfully, it's way down below. Go fight other forgotten beasts. Ah, they're already fighting each other. It's hard to tell who won this because they disappeared in the darkness, but I'm sure there's some death out there. And now that this place has been nice and fixed, death is gonna be our trade. And there's plenty of place for death. I have finished setting up our tomb area. It's much more expanded now. Also, our miner has created Sipsero Tlashok, a colonite grate. Thank you for that. Don't really have much of a use for a grate right now, but it's worth a lot, and of course all craftsmanship is of the highest quality. There's an image of Kroruk, simple length, the kobold and kobolds in blue P-file letter on it. And the artwork relates to the ascension of the kobold Kroruk to the position of wing 1 of the Isle of Stones in 1. So almost 200 years ago. Ah yes, those were the days. And next, I want to show you something very exciting, but also kind of disturbing. I noticed this first when I was looking at Bazazildar, our legendary miner, and if you look at this, he's a necromancer now. In fact, we have a bunch of necromancers already in here. And I'm guessing, well, we brought back a special artifact or something. Maybe one of these items where there's questions about the tower in Coal Kings by the human necromancer Arrow Riderbell. I'm guessing things are gonna get interesting out here, aren't they? All these corpses, all the necromancers out there. Oh, this can be wild. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to see what's gonna happen. But anyway, now that we have kind of reworked our army, and we are even getting some elite marksbolts in here now, like Potato, we could start raiding things again. So you know what? We're actually gonna attack the Dark Goblin Fortress of Fish Hates. That's the place where they were sending the attacks from in the past. And since we're trying to build an empire, I'm actually gonna demand an ongoing tribute from them. We'll see how this goes if they ever agree with us. And now that I've dealt with this, there's another thing that I wanted to try. Since we didn't have anybody come up to join us in a while, and we didn't have merchants from our, well, parent civilization. Maybe it's because this merchant has been stuck in our wall for, I don't know, 5 years now. I'm gonna try to break them out. And we'll see what happens, basically. That might mean that we'll eventually get some merchants back again. Hopefully. Potentially, we'll see. Or maybe they're gonna die fighting storks. Because they're... Oh no, they killed the stork. Good job. Can you make it off the map? Yes, you did. Now, the Flames of Gold have returned. It was quite a battle. I actually brought Androzarchus with us on this mission. And I see we found 135 blind cave ogres. We found 86 cave dragons and so more. One of the Androzarchus actually died, and that was basically all there was. Okay, in hindsight, maybe attacking the capital of the goblins wasn't the best idea, huh? Maybe you should go for the smaller goblin pits, like this one, with only like 20 population. And well, of course, we're gonna ask for tribute again. I got a lot of flies out there again, and it was all about improving the trade agreements with some kobolds, and that was highly successful. I'm gonna keep on sending him out to improve trade with dwarves and humans and, well, basically everybody. The Flames of Gold are once again back. Well, we killed 2 goblins there, at least there's that. I don't know if that means that they're actually gonna pay us tribute or not, or if they're just dead. I guess we're gonna have to figure that out. Oh, we also have the Baroness from the dwarves coming again. She's gonna talk with us, hopefully about trade. I wish. And I got a lot of flies, kind of failed with the dwarves again. We also have a goblin mercenary visiting us. He's apparently an adequate gelder. Interesting choice of profession there, buddy. I'm gonna follow him and see what he does. Actually, no, I won't, because dwarves actually come to trade with us. Although apparently the trade sentiments are terrible. That just means we're gonna have to, like, give them more stuff. Would you look at that? We have 2 new hatchlings as well. Malak, the clothier, has given birth to 2. This is how we repopulate the fortress after all this time. Let's go. Unfortunately, these dwarves aren't really selling much. I'm just gonna buy their logs, I guess, and I'm gonna make them nice profit. And then we're gonna give them some of our skull totems and bracelets and such, just as a gift. Hopefully that's gonna make them slightly happier with us. Now with the trade done, let's focus again on the military. I think we're gonna try, and I'm gonna request a tribute, maybe from the elves down here that we raided before. Let's see if we are more successful this time around. And I got a lot of flies, is gonna go do diplomatic stuff and improve trade with the dwarves again. One day, he's gonna be successful, I believe. Okay, this might not be the greatest. There's a Where Loris Lord. Luckily, it was spotted in time. Now he's chasing one of our Androzarchuses. I'll also send the military out, so hopefully it's gonna be able to help the poor Androzarchuses. And... oh, it's running away now. It survived. Before Zig the Hammerlord could actually catch up to him, that bastard escape off the map. And he did injure our poor big doggo. Us not killing it, it probably means it's gonna be back eventually. But next time we're gonna be ready. Oh, we also had Gita the Bone Carver be possessed by unknown forces. And at the same time, for the very first time in years, we got migrants arriving. Oh, that's amazing. Looks like all we had to do was save the poor merchants. Now we're good. Now let's make sure we actually have enough bedrooms for everybody. Since we did have a bunch of our people die, there should be plenty. And on my last count, we still have 13 empty beds. So that's good. I do have some more good news though. I got a lot of flies have just returned. Well, the good news is not that he's running away from a stork or a giant therp at this time. The good news is that the strengthening of trade with the whimsical diamonds, a dwarven civilization, was highly successful. He went here to these dwarven hillocks. Oh, that's awesome. I think I'm just gonna send him back again. Let's try this again, shall we? Let's see if we can improve trade even more. The army is also back. Now, we did once again kill a bunch of elves. Well, I guess now all we can do is just wait and see exactly what's gonna happen. We're gonna give it some time. Our bone carver has created Pate Zukis, an elkbird bone shield. That's actually kind of cool. It's worth 18,000. That is really good. There's a Zazi Blighted Skull, surrounded by kobolds on it, and it relates to the ascension of the kobold Zazi to the position of Winged One of the Isle of Stones in 25. More of our own kobold history. I don't think we assigned a sign of office to anybody in a while. You know what? Maybe our Reaper, Mr. Hands III, should get that. Yeah, it's worth a lot, but it's also, like, really cool. Also, I got a lot of flies. It's once again back. And this time, the proposal, the whimsical diamonds, was truly a grand success. Now that's something we've not seen before, and I'm very proud. Hopefully we can get some proper grand trade action going on soon. Also wanted to show you something we've not shown you before. We have 2 new guild halls down here. So this is for the fisher bolts, and then this one is for the fishery workers. They are basically a reflection of each other, and I think they look kind of cool. This one hasn't been even finished yet, but yeah, it will look cool. Oh boy. Now we have a wild force of darkness arriving, commanded by Ngoso Tempesteel, a competent commander. I think Ngoso became the field marshal of the Scandal Scorpions after we killed their previous master. Might be the case. Anyway, they have skilled goblin hammermen, and they have some siege engineers. There seems to be quite a lot of them. Everybody to the warrens. We're gonna make sure people are gonna be here, watching the bolt throwers. We're gonna hope no animals rush outside. The first ones are coming in, and they're getting shot. Some of our silly kobolds ran into them. I think 2 of them died. Yep, they were stuck down here. I tried to allow them to go back, but I guess that was too late. In any case, as long as these guys come in, they're gonna get shot. But this goblin is definitely very afraid. He's probably waiting for all of these dudes to decide to come in. Not sure exactly where he is mining, but I've seen him mine there. Are you trying to break through somewhere? Not sure. There's a good chance that eventually they try to break through here, but then we have the army here as well. Basically, we'll see what they do. Oh, they actually broke through here to kill my Kotakoatl that was just watching and waiting. Why would you do that, you weirdos? Oh, they're clearly focusing on the important things, right? Just come down here and we will await you with more important things, like our bolts. Oh, that's their main squad coming in. And I think they're all getting absolutely and utterly destroyed. Love to see that. We have our Marks bolts shooting across as well. Oh, there's their engineer in here as well. We hopefully can focus that one down before he tries to get into the Spiderlands. There's still a lot more incoming though. Do we have enough bolts? Oh, we used a lot already. Holy shit. I think we're gonna have to start making some more. I think we still have enough for these guys. What exactly is he doing? I think he's destroying our ramps over here. Is he gonna dig into the Kotakoratl's room? I think he might. I mean, if he wants to be distracted with that while the rest of these guys are dying here, that's fine. He might actually be digging down into the spider room though. In any case, we killed almost 100 here, if not 100. If these guys want to come into the Kotakoatl room, I'm gonna have the Flames of Gold be ready here. If they go for the spiders, then I can probably bring these guys across. Oh yeah, they're definitely building down. Yeah, the siege engineers jumped down here. They're killing all the spiders, you bastards. But my army's coming in here now to help. And I think the spiders want revenge. Let's be real, we haven't really used these spiders in a while, so it's a good thing to get some practice. And the army is now chasing down... Oh, that one died. They're chasing down these dudes. Oh, and there's been some real destruction happening up here, huh? And the giant derps are coming to fight these dudes. Oh, my kobolds are here as well. They're gonna take care of them. Well, that's, I guess, it for the invasion. They did manage to destroy a bunch of our stuff, which I don't like. And we lost a bunch of spiders and 3 kobolds in the process. This whole thing is gonna need some rebuilding. Oh my god, there's giant sparrows here. Why are there giant sparrows here already? We're gonna be losing more people, aren't we? Oh, this is horrible. Smilodons, please kill them. The bastards killed my clothier. No idea why these guys rushed out instantly outside, because there's nothing to see out here. But here we are. We have 1 dead and 2 injured citizens now because of that. Well, that was definitely completely and utterly unnecessary. What is also not necessary is that we now have skeletons, because we have necromancers. Who died? A kobold cooked necromancer has been found dead. And now an armorer died as well. What the fuck is going on out here? There's some undead goblins as well, risen by our own necromancers probably. Truly exactly what we needed. More people are dying out here. I'm starting to hate the whole necromancer idea. I'm just gonna station my army out here until we can recover the corpses. Just stay out here and stop fighting everything. It's always the sparrows, right? The sparrows caused all of this. It definitely wasn't the necromancers. I just hope no necromancers ever get upset over here. Some agitated tick men coming in here. They all died before I could even see it, but yeah, basically tick men came in here. Good thing the army is ready and waiting for them. Next it's gonna be agitated wild boars. Those are not the worst, but understandably wildlife does not like us at all. And to be honest, the feeling is mutual. And well, there is less boars here now than there were just moments ago. But to be honest, I would prefer that the piggies remain here, because whatever else is gonna come, it's probably gonna be worse. Yeah, these things can fly. Giant peregrine falcons, definitely worse. Not everything is bad. We actually have a kobold visiting us, a peddler. Now, we just need to clean this place up a bit, you know, get rid of all these corpses lying around, and then hopefully we can start making my kobolds happy again. And this right here, this could be pretty bad. We have, one of the necromancers, bringing back the dead. Yeah, this could be really terrible if they go further down here where we have more corpses, but looks like the army has managed to clean things out nicely and easy. Yeah, we just need to trash everything here as soon as possible. We're not just about 1 million more skeletons to carry out of here. And the necromancer who caused this was found dead. Also, we have a forgotten beast arriving, Mishos. It's got webs. That could be really bad. Luckily, it's way down below, so that's not my problem right now then. Oh, we have more problems. This necromancer caused some issues now. Now we have some corpses flying in. Not sure I'm a big fan of that, but hopefully we can take care of it. Everything here should have been forbidden. Alas, sometimes kobolds still make it outside and cause some more issues. Not to worry, I bet the necromancers living here are not gonna cause any more issues in the future. We have yet another forgotten beast arriving. I don't like that it's in our caves, because I got a lot of our kobolds around. Oh, it just died here. I didn't even see it. It jumped down. Well, that was fast. Looks like Lou Bega just got it instantly. Somebody dead out here. Our cook. What happened to you, buddy? I guess somebody brought back some dead skeletons. Great. I don't know what spooked the necromancer, but necromancer clearly, caused some death again. It's almost like the necromancers could be the death of this place, huh? Feels like we're gonna soon need a couple more tombs. But there's good news out there as well. We have more and more nice visitors, like these dwarf poets coming in as well. They've been chased up a tree because they were afraid of a rotten tick woman's second right hand. Maybe we should chop them down. Oh, and they're sending a necromancer to visit us as well. Yeah, this is a great addition. Oh my god, he already caused all these to spawn. Amazing. And my woodcutter who came to chop down the poor stuck poets is now basically slaying all the ghosts. Don't drown though, please. He's gonna drown. Yeah, what a bullshit way to go, huh? I'm gonna station the flames of gold here, and some others will be up here, because now we have to pump this out. But again, not everything is bad. As we got our bard taken by a Fey mood, I wanted to point out that it's now year 194, which means we've been here in this fortress, Death Marsh, for 10 years. And if this giant slug weren't interrupting us, we could have actually build this pump. Oh boy, there's a Titanoboa coming in now. That might be even scarier. There's also an elven diplomat coming, and while the Titanoboa died to my marksman, there are now white storks back here. As we were trying to shave a corpse, elven merchants also arrived, although the trade sentiments are terrible apparently. We also have an elven criminal visiting us. If he tries to steal anything, well no. Looks like the merchants only brought wood once again. I'm gonna try to make him some profit. Just need to bring our box with gems here. At the same time, we have a moody kobold who has started his mysterious construction. Our bard has created a Surg Shepazur, a schist toy snare. Of course, all craftsmanship is of the highest quality and it's worth 23,000. That is really amazing. There's an image on this of Sis Pastlark, the kobold in schist. On the item is an image of the fat beast, the rope reed shoe in iron. And there's an image of Fanu, the misery of reigning, the gold door in green tourmaline. We're gonna have to put that on a pedestal somewhere. Also, we finally finished this pump, so now we can pump out the water and grab the corpse of Zal. And Hexter, the trustworthy, our tavern keeper, was finally the one to take him out. Alright, we can stop pumping here and we can go away from the surface, finally. Although I got a lot of flies is still on the surface. Hopefully it's not gonna get attacked by a stork. Nope, they did. As is tradition. There's always something to attack the poor messenger returning. In any case, she went to the Empire of Paper at Grasping Dimples, and the trade proposal was wildly successful beyond any expectations. Yeah, he went all the way north to improve trade here. Also, we got migrants arriving again. Beautiful. Please, no agitated stork attacks. I would appreciate that. That's why we have the marksbolts here, ready and waiting. Ah yes, already fighting. As for the migrants, I think we got like 22. We are up to 180 pop again. Let's try to make sure nobody dies stupid deaths again. Oh, looks like somebody has stolen one of our artifacts. We cannot allow that. Well, our brewer has got it in their inventory. And there's this human poet right next to them. I'm thinking maybe he stole it and then we took it away from him. We're gonna interrogate them. Yes, definitely do that. Wait, he's carrying it now. The human dude, he's carrying it now. Henki Kana, the peacekeeper, is gonna go interrogate him. Dude, what are you gonna say about this, huh? What are you gonna say about this? We're gonna convict the human poet. Yeah. This guy also confessed to espionage and implicated Alo Shankhounds as well for espionage. And also that they stole something else here. You're going to prison now, buddy. You're gonna stay there. I think it's time we put our artifacts behind some bars. I put that toy that is worth a lot over here, and I put the golden flail over here on the display as well. Maybe I should do the same with the various artifacts we just have lying around. Now, I do hope that somebody's gonna take this thing from his hand. Even though he's chained, this belongs to us. We do have a problem. There's a giant bat that is killing our people, and we just lost little Shiv. Oh no, our leader has been around for a million years. Now, Tick has been elected as the clan leader. Tick, who is part of the early stars. I'm gonna assign a couple more of our Androzarchuses, the war ones, out here in front. So if anybody else gets attacked here, they'll at least be able to maybe protect them. Now, very appropriately, we have a Kobold Scholar, Cursed Ghoul, visiting us. So, since we're doing that, we're gonna do something cursed as well. And it's gonna involve little Sheev. You see, I built this weird contraption down here, and Ligma Kobolds, our Kobold Carpenter Necromancer, is just stuck in here for a sec. Now, on a pedestal, we're gonna put little Shiv. And then the plan is to throw like a troll into this pit over here, which hopefully, once he falls in here, is gonna scare Ligma Kobolds, and he's gonna start resurrecting stuff, including our poor dead little Shiv. We'll see how this goes now. Of course, the rangers are here, just in case. Oh, they just... They instantly killed the troll. Oh god. Okay, Mars Dwarfs, maybe I'm gonna station you here instead. Let's bring the next troll in. Hopefully it works better this time around. Like my kobolds does not seem to care about that at all. At this point, Little Shiv is gonna rot before we can do anything here. What if we throw maybe a Gorlak in here and hope that these guys are gonna fight each other, causing a commotion and making like my kobolds maybe be upset? Gorlak is coming. Let's see if this does anything. Oh, these guys are just gonna be chilling together now. Not a fan of this. Not a fan of this at all. We should try caging one of those agitated giant therps. City thrips just flying around here, causing issues constantly, but now that we need you, you're not doing anything. Now while we're playing with that, Flames of Gold went to raid another settlement. And I have no idea if they were successful because there's just nothing said here. I would certainly hope so, but we'll see. In any case, the other thing that I wanted to try is I brought Little Shiv over here. I brought Ligma Kobolds over here, and this dude still got that artifact of ours, so we're gonna have to take it back. So I brought Henki Khan over here to take it back from him. And hopefully this conflict is gonna make Ligma Kobolds do some shenanigans. Let's see. Oh! We did get a resurrection. Now let's try to do this properly again. We're just gonna do a bit of a switcheroo. And while we're doing this properly, we also have some human merchants around, which is nice, but they couldn't bring their wagons because I didn't notice this, but we had the stair over here. We have to build it again. Also, this artifact is back in its proper place, which is nice. We're gonna have to protect this better. So we're gonna have some bars here as well, just like we did in the inn. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this cursed hunter here, who's undead. And we're gonna say that he tried to steal something from us. Yeah, it was definitely you. Apparently we just beat him up. I was hoping we could imprison him, but we just beat him up. Never mind, we're gonna try something else then. And while we're waiting for that to be set up, I'm also actually gonna be trading with the humans, and they have some interesting things like these Kalenkin cocks and hens. They also have some wine that we do not have, so I'm gonna buy some of that just for variety's sake. And they brought some scrolls with them as well that we're gonna take. We're gonna make them a nice profit, then we're gonna give them a nice gift as well. Now we're gonna go release this Gorlak. Hopefully some fun shenanigans are gonna ensue once we tell Henki Kana to go fight him. I know Gorlaks are generally peaceful, but oh, come on. You could have resurrected him. He's rotten now. I give up. We're gonna do this with the next person that dies, and we're gonna do it properly. I just need to actually remember to do it on time and to do it properly. I forgot that our Quetzalcoatlus got killed over here, so we did not have a guardian for a while now. So we're gonna assign a new Quetzalcoatlus over here. Just need to fix the stuff, because last time around when the raiders showed up, they put some holes in the walls or in the floors, built stairs, and that's how Quetzalcoatlus died. There he comes. We are bringing the new guardian Quetzalcoatl. And humans, ignore all these corpses. Nothing untoward's happened here. Don't worry about it. There you go. That's dealt with now. Now, speaking of corpses, only one remains here. We have finally cleaned this place out. Okay, maybe there's like a couple of teeth still around, but hey, details. Which means it's about time we get attacked again, right? Or that we get some more migrants who are terrified of storks. Oh, it's bloody Terps again, god damn it. Bring out the rangers. Let them deal with this. We already lost one migrant. Come on, why do you always jump into the goddamn water? You know, this time around we're not pumping this out. Screw it. Oh, now we have a giant mosquito as well. Please just murder these crazy creatures. Oh, another dude died. Oh, for fuck's sake. Now there's a Titanoboa here. We're just getting all the crap constantly. The Smilodon's gonna try to get that one, but I don't think that's gonna really work well. It did not work well at all. But now please somebody shoot it. Perfect, thank you. Giant jumping spider next. I guess that's the one we're gonna go for. Or maybe not, because Terlina, our stonecutter, has created a Sverlilska Rarsushitik, a microclimb bracelet. The jumping spider can die on his own. This thing is cool. 690, that's nice. And there's the artwork of Jasta on this image, which relates to the appointment of the Kobold Sallow Hunter Jasta to the position of Apprentice Schemer of the Isle of Stones in 2. Great, but now we have giant storks. Clearly we can't have nice things at this point, no matter how many artifacts or whatever we make. We just need to get this corpse down in the tombs, and then I'm gonna be leaving these bastards alone. In the caves, my Androsarchuses are pretty good. They're killing elk birds now and other things, for there is war everywhere we go. Oh, we are coming for that corpse. Let's go. Bring it down below, and we do not have to go back up here again. At least not until the next set of migrants get murdered. Although for now, we are doing decently well against these storks. Are you gonna drown? That thing drowned, I think. Now for the poor drowned citizen, we're gonna engrave a slab for them instead of an actual graveyard. And I did see that little Shiv apparently didn't have a... they're trying to put him into here. They're having issues with it for some reason. I'm gonna see if it's gonna fit somewhere else. Nope, it's not. You know, little Shiv, you can also get a engravary. And there are slabs. We're gonna hide in here. Empire building is a glorious thing, and it can go in so many ways. From conquest to trade, or just building the grandest mountain home ever. Well, that last one was never the plan, for we are kobolds, not dwarves. Taking our koboldness to the next level, war was also never our main trade, even though we fought hard and we made goblins, elves and the undead pay for the crime of existing. That leaves trade. Well, we did amass a fortune, true, but instead of trade, maybe we could call it peace. Peaceful empire building. And while crushing goblin skulls is fun, our glorious leaders Nota Skaven and Zig decided that our final export will indeed be peace. Alas, that might not be the easiest end goal to achieve. Yes, we had another kobold die. Unfortunately, out in the caverns got eaten by an alligator or a cave crocodile, something like that. But we also have dwarves come over here trading, and I see they have dinosaurs. Oh, we haven't seen this in a while, but we have a towering blob composed of salt. Forgotten Beast lure has arrived. It's got wings. How salt got wings? Who knows? Let's see. The salty beast is way down below. So they have the dinosaurs, but I think the dinosaurs are here, unfortunately, just to pull the wagons, or I guess pull the merchant stuff. They're not selling them. You guys got me excited for nothing. Now you have llamas and turkeys. I don't care for llamas and turkeys. I guess we'll just buy some of their alcohol then instead, and maybe their instruments. They did bring quite a lot of scrolls with them, so I appreciate that. We will buy these, and of course we will also buy all the books as well. This is gonna cost us quite a lot, but paying for that was really not that hard. Now let's get back to this situation where we have brought the poor Xerxes that died to that alligator. This might get dangerous once we release the troll, but Ligma Kobolds doesn't even care. How do you not care? I think it kinda didn't make him feel like he was ever in danger enough to try and resurrect Xerxes. You guys are embarrassing me. I don't like this. I like the fact that we have migrants. I do not like the fact that they're probably gonna get attacked very soon. Although so far so good, they are somehow passing by. Oh no, already running. Luckily, I did send my military out, and we are killing them in the tunnels already apparently. As long as we can kill these flying bastards, so they don't hurt any more migrants, we're good. We're up to 192 in population. Very, very nice. And it does seem like everybody has safely made it inside, which means this is gonna be now my one last big project that I'm gonna do here to make this place safer. But before we reveal that project, I'm gonna do something with our messenger. I'm gonna send it down here to the elves that we've been fighting in the past, and I got a lot of flies. Is gonna try to make peace. As I said, peace is gonna be now our export, so that's what we're doing. It's only appropriate that we, as kobolds, we would be peaceful against everybody else out here. So we're gonna, yes, try to make peace with the dark goblins as well here that attacked us in the past. We'll see how that's gonna go. As for my big project, let me explain. We constantly have these agitated animals, right? They fly around, they attack us, it's a problem. It's mostly a problem because very often they are at the edges of the map, and as soon as we get migrants or somebody else pop in, well, they get attacked. So my idea is to connect, let's say, down here or down here, from all sides around. We make tunnels to every edge of the map, and then on the edges we dig in, so anybody that spawns here can just go down inside, and then they can safely move in underground. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I think this is gonna be quite the project. We'll see how it's gonna go, and if anybody's gonna try to kill us in the process. We are hitting some dam stone, but I'm sure that's not gonna be a problem. This is only sand anyway, it's fine. Corridors are long, but this is sand, so the mining, it goes real fast. So I got a lot of flies have actually returned, and it seems like since the elves lost a lot of invaders when they fought us, it made the peace deal more doable. So the proposal was truly a grand success. And now if you look at this, we are at peace with the elves down here. That's truly amazing. It's not like we started the war, but yeah, we did. And my grand corridors are also almost completed. That though was not in the plans right now. Looks like we're gonna have to postpone the peace for a second because a wild force of darkness has arrived seeking a parley. The army is commanded by the goblin Stozu, a competent commander who became the clan leader of the Emerald of Boulders in the early spring of 184. They got heavily armored mountain goblin lashers, they have monstrous siege engineers, and a war cave dragon for the dark goblin fortress of Fish Hates, but of course it's from there. Now since they do wish to parley, and we are seeking peace, I will prove this. Let's see what they've got to say. And as all of my kobolds slowly rush back down. I'm gonna see what these guys do. Apparently, some of them are already going for a swim, and they already killed one of their own big dogs. These guys are just gonna be chilling here now. They did interrupt our grand work, which, let's be real, I'm not too happy about. Now, while I did send all my kobolds down below, I should still be able to send a dude here to parley. I'm not sure exactly who are they gonna be sending though. You know what? I'm just gonna unassign a couple, so we have somebody that can go do it. The only annoying part right now is that these guys are lagging down my fort. And while they do kind of fight each other, they are slowly but surely starting to annoy me. I should have just let them attack me. That would have been done much smoother, but I was trying to be peaceful, you know? I was trying to be peaceful. Why is there a big dog destroying my archery targets? Please take care of him. Thank you. Well, we do also have a forgotten beast. It's got deadly spittle, and it's stuck behind some trees. It's trying to climb over. It looks like these mushroom trees are just too much for it. Okay, you know what? We'll ignore you. I'm sure that's not gonna come to bite us in the ass. Well, apparently we have more big dogs here. They're trying to destroy our shit. Yeah, I thought we were here to parley, but I guess these guys don't want to parley no more. I guess maybe just their dogs got hungry. You know, goblins, I do feel sorry for ignoring you. I would like to attack you now, but there's a slight problem. If I attack you, I bet like a bunch of my kobolds are gonna drown in here. Like, some of the goblins already drowned as well, and I bet my dudes would do that as well. So, the stupid Thripe wants to go attack them. Just sits here on the edge. Oh, there's another big dog coming down here. Let's go. Come on down, buddy. And now my kobolds got so bored with waiting for the siege that we got a moody dwarf. Shoes is taking over a clothier shop. Alas, of course, the moody dwarf wants rough gems now, and we don't have them, so we're gonna have to get them. Perfectly down below, we just struck some rock crystals, so hopefully those will be good. Good enough. Yeah, he's already gathering items. Perfect. It looks like that was the last thing he needed, and now he's working with all these cool things. And Shoes, the husband of Yip Yip, has created Paris Pet Yusenak, a cave spider silk coat. He offers it to Toothstink. That sounds like a really nice and cool coat. It's worth 9,000, and of course all Crasble ship is of the highest quality. It's encircled with bands of donkey leather and marquise cut raw crystals. It's made from cave spider silk cloth. The thread is red with cranberry dye. This object is adorned with hanging rings of cave spider silk and menaces with spikes of slate and phyllite. On the item is an image of kobolds and limonite. The kobolds are laboring. The artwork relates to the foundation of Death Marsh by Toothstink of the Isle of Stones in the early spring of 184. And there's also an image of Tirsa Blackwing, the kobold in silver, and an image of sandpear trees in groundhog leather. That is one beautiful and awesome coat. I wish somebody could wear it properly. I noticed that just recently we had Nrag be appointed as chorister. Apparently the religious leader of the kobolds, the High Voice. This was automatically appointed. I didn't appoint one. You can wear that coat. And our chorister, who has been reading right now, is now forever going to be known as Boomer Butt X. And Boomer is wearing that coat now. You can see the little bit of red there. Oh, that looks really cool. I like it. Yeah, there it is. He does have a leather cloak over it, but this is gonna be nice. Now, of course, as I mentioned before, the kobolds that get named, they are named after people who put it in the comments. And since you guys watched to this point, if you want to, you can put in a name for a dwarf for the next Dwarf Fortress video and you'll be in. Which also means you're probably gonna die a horrible death, so it's up to you really. If you want to, comment down below what your dwarf would be named. I see the goblins got another victim. But this time around, I think it was where is it? A Werelor's Lord Consort has arrived. So it was a were-beast. And these guys fought it, and they lost one of their own. That's really unfortunate for you guys. Now while we're waiting for the goblins, I also prepared this new dining room that we didn't have before. It's now very nice. We got some nicely gem encrusted tables here and a bunch of platinum statues as well. So whenever my little kobolds feel thirsty, they know where to go. Or I guess since it's a dining hall, it's more about hungry rather than the thirsty. Now these guys are fighting one of the kobold undead visitors that came here. Did you take this from us? I wonder if they took this from us. Maybe they're just trying to retrieve this artifact from our home. Yeah, I could see that happen. I do think these guys are coming to attack us now, because they are going in our general direction. It's about damn time, I would say. Come on in then, boys. Oh, the cave dragon was already in here and died. I didn't even realize that. Perfect. Now the rest are to come in. I think their leader already died. I do wonder what their engineers are gonna try to accomplish this time around, because I bet they're gonna try digging somewhere. And I bet that's not really gonna go well for anybody. For now though, they're just chilling around here. Probably mostly just scouting around to see what they can find down here. If there's any traps ready and waiting for them. Oh yeah, they did mine in here and in here for some reason. Are you mining up? I swear to God. These guys are gonna make alternative entrance down here. Truly amazing, thank you. All they do by doing that is block trade wagons. You know what, maybe that was their goal all along. Oh, the goblins are ready to come down here in force. Come on in, boys. Don't worry about the bolts. I think they are hoping that if they come down here in force, they'll be able to cross the bridge nonetheless. Although for now, it doesn't seem to be working quite that well for them. Hey, yeah, why is there a kobold here? I don't know how many times do I have to forbid this hatchet so they wouldn't come through, but no. My kobolds have a death wish and one of them died now. Great, the other one's probably gonna die as well because there's just too many of them. Really not what I wanted, but somehow it always happens. These guys are almost getting across now. There's got the mass. Ah, you silly billies. I wonder if these guys are gonna try to build across or not. For now, some of them are jumping down. I'm gonna send the cold swords down here to clear the hallway here. Let's go get them. There you go. We can shoot some of them as well. Also, I see my spiders are paying here. They got into the spider nests. Well, we are pushing them back though. And these guys getting shot in here. 25 invaders remain. I think it's now time we send out the flames of gold and we just go clear the tunnels. Let's go get them, boys. Whoever you can find, murder. Murder them on the spot. If they try to build down here, we get rid of them. Every last invader shall perish. Even though some of them might be able to just make it off the map in time. Lucky bastards. Well, we did lose a couple of kobolds in the process, unfortunately. We do have a couple of injured kobolds as well out here. Hopefully, we can recover from this. There's a lot to pick up over here, a lot to carry away. Lots to dump as well. And then, well, we can go back to work on the corridors that I almost forgot about already. But also, since we beat them up so nicely now, I'm actually gonna be sending... I got a lot of flies over here to make peace and see if they would be up to it. Okay, maybe this didn't turn out that well though. Maybe this turned out actually pretty bad. We have 46 hostiles? Oh, who resurrected all of these? Why would you do that? I think we're gonna lose a lot of people from this. Oh god, this is horrible. This is truly and utterly horrible. I did not expect that somebody's gonna go in here, a necromancer let's say, and just decide that, you know what? Life sucks. Let's just resurrect everybody and everything. Hopefully my squads can come in here and kill a bunch of them before we lose too many. Alas, I do not have much hope because this is going horribly. Everything is resurrected instantly. We do have one siege operator firing over here, hopefully helping out with keeping things. Apparently a bunch of these resurrected are even friendlies. But at this point, it's kind of hard to figure out who's a friendly and who is not, especially when the game is running very, very slowly and more kobolds are dying. I'm starting to have a feeling that the necromancers are finally taking over the fort. Look at how many of them there are. And they decided that the only empire that could really happen over here is a kobold undead necromancer empire, which means that basically everybody is coming back from life. You know what is the best thing? Because the necromancers are the ones operating here. They kill stuff and then they resurrect stuff and they continue shooting. That is actually pretty amazing and I love it. I just wish we could get a little bit more FPS. We probably will when this clears out. We now even have the undead Zig shooting here. He has joined the fight on our side as the undead. You love to see that. I could have never expected what's gonna kill this fortress. And in the end, it wasn't the necromancers, it wasn't the invaders. No, it was actually lag. Well, after roughly 2 hours and I think 3 in-game days, we have a semblance of FPS back. At 11, it's not great, but it's not terrible. We also have 40 injured citizens. Some of them are in here, some of them are still arriving, and we're bringing more beds up here. Our population went from 190 down to 148, so we lost a lot. But in a way, we also gained a lot. As you can see, the necromancers are really leading the fort now. There's around 30 of them. And because of that, we also have more than 20 undead kobolds just living here, working for us. As you can see, Peppa Rat is recovering wounded. And if you can remember, Peppa Rat was the first kobold that ever died to that vampire. And he was entombed in here, and now, well, the necromancers brought him back. We also have a lot of kobold and goblin gaunt slayers, basically undead, who are friendly, who are in the fortress just chilling and walking around. So yeah, no wonder we are dropping FPS, because it's madness everywhere. It's Sparta. We also lost a bunch of our nobles, so I had to assign new ones. Beaker is now the clan leader. He has been voted after Zig died, and Zig got resurrected, so Zig is still around. And then our messenger, I got a lot of flies, got voted in for a clan leader for a bit, but yeah, he's now dead. We also have some new military leaders. Fib the Jib took the position over here. As you can see, we lost a lot of soldiers. Digbick is the leader of Cold Swords now, and he's also the clan tactician because of that. And Jenkins McJenkins took over the early stars. We also have a new clan fixer, Hojo, who is also a necromancer. A necromancer with 45 notable kills and then 15 other kills. Yeah, and you can see he's been killing the same ones over and over again, and then probably resurrecting them himself. Koff over here became our new clan voice because, well, that's also somebody we lost in the process. And MX Not Robbing You I Swear is now our Reaper. Apparently she's gonna go clean a patient, hopefully not with a spear. But yes, our hospital is our most busy place right now. Hopefully that's gonna get fixed. We still have, as you can see, a lot of undead just chilling out here, but at least these guys are mostly friendly. So in short, Fort is still alive, but it's not really in good condition. People hate it here now. And apparently a couple of kobolds have been missing for a while. Yes, I wonder what happened to them or their pieces. I see Yip Yip's right upper leg is here. Maybe he's missing that. And I got a lot of flies. Mangled Neck is down here as well. Unfortunately, some of the undead have perished while they were being treated, so we have a couple less population now as well. But slowly but surely we are fixing the injured citizens. And now, since the necromancers truly took over this place, and since we are missing a messenger, we're gonna assign Jork to be our new messenger. And the necromancers decreed that Jork should be let out, because she already wants to go to make peace at Fish Hates. We'll see how that goes. Bazazaldar, the legendary minor necromancer, is coming to Sadum, and Jork is going to make peace while also, well, making some new memories. And as she goes to make peace out there at Fish Hates, we can happily say that the spring of year 195 has now arrived. Our 11th year has ticked over. Let's be real, we definitely had better years than this, but also, it is what it is. I will finish my projects though. Nothing's gonna stop me from doing that. And while we do still have a lot of undead just hanging around out here, the tombs mostly got filled in. So yeah, we can start working on these walls and complete the corridors in the way that I want them to be completed. We also have elven traders arriving, so trade has resumed as normal. Jurg the vampire messenger has also returned, and she has brokered peace. She met with goblins Nodup Leasings, master of the Scandal Scorpion, to make peace, and of course the sheer number of lost invaders made the task seem more possible, so the proposal was highly successful. And we are now at peace with the Dark Goblin Fortress of Fishhates and all its hamlets. As promised, our best export is now peace. We have new migrants arriving, even though we haven't built the tunnels for them yet. They're coming in. And looks like Jork, our vampire, is already at work. Was it really necessary to kill one of our soldiers? Because we are already kind of lacking on soldiers. I don't think so, because our squads are very far from full already, so yeah, we didn't really need to lose another person there. Unless I guess it is what it is, right? That's the price we have to pay. We are gonna interrogate Jorg though. Oh, she's actually going to report crime already? So she was the one who found the corpse? Shit, you reported yourself, huh? In any case, well, okay, I guess not everything is so great. The giantess sorcery has arrived, a gigantic creature resembling a human, almost unparalleled in size. I sent my squads out there to go after her, but she might be able to get to some of the new migrants before we can get to her. Oh, and apparently Jork has been at work. She killed Zatri as well, completely drained of blood. 2 people at the same time, huh? Well, Jork was imprisoned for almost a decade, so yeah, no wonder there. And the giantess have managed to get to some of our kobolds, apparently before our military could get to her. Oh, but the military is coming. There you go. We should be able to defeat her now, hopefully. And now she's a corpse. And we're killing and resurrecting her. Good shit. Just make sure she remains dead, please. I think we're good now. I think it's safe, yeah. Thankfully, nobody important died or got injured. Oh, we are resurrecting Androzarchus is outside as well now. And Bob the Javelin died? Oh, come on. I think these necromancers are really gonna be the death of this fortress. And once you get outside, there's always enough of things to resurrect and then keep on killing. We do have a bunch of injured citizens now. Newly injured citizens. I think I should just not allow anybody to go up on the surface ever again, because there's just so many corpses out there. It's a necromancer's playground, of course. Now, all the conflict has been resolved and we are slowly but surely building these hallways. Also assigned a bunch of new fighters to these squads, like R2D2, who has been with us from almost the start, has now joined and has become a fighter. So at least all the squads have at least 7 kobolds fighting in there right now, so we have a bit of strength. I do wonder who even can be happy in this fort still. Let's explore now. The ladder worker, Zosi the miner, Koff, our new clan voice. Peppa Rat is very happy, but of course, Peppa Rat is undead after all. Talar the necromancer is very happy, and R2D2, who has now become recruit, is also very happy. Oh, probably because Peppa Rat, your lover, is back. So you are practicing some, well, corpse banging, let's just say. R2D2, you beast. I always wanted that undead cock, didn't I? By the way, those elves that arrived, we are gonna trade with them, because we are nice kobolds and we value peace this time around. You know what? I want the giant spider monkey. Let's go. Good first trade by our new clan voice, Koff. Oh, we also have a dwarf scholar, Zulban, who is a competent record keeper and talented reader, proficient student, competent tracker, wants to stay here for the purpose of study. You know what? This is why we built the library and opened it to the people outside. Let's approve this. And Zulban, welcome to Deathmarsh. Now we also have a bunch of elven poets here. The Oily Harmonies, who want to stay here for the purpose of entertainment. I will not allow that though. Now our bone doctor has been found drained of blood. That's here. Looks like we're having some issues with a certain vampire. Don't know who that could be. Oh look, Jork accused Jork. You know what, Jork? We're gonna convict you. I wanna see what happens. Jork, who is right now just chilling and walking throughout the fortress, has now been taken in custody by MX not robbing you, I swear. And thusly, Jork the vampire messenger is gonna get chained in our prison. Yeah. We'll see how long you have to stay here. But in any case, we also have Razor, who has claimed Krasbo's workshop. Razor, who is undead, is now in strange mood. I don't know exactly how this works, but I'm looking forward to it. We also have 2 more petitions. Saz, who is a kobold doctor, wishes to study here, and Kurna, who is a kobold scholar, wishes to study here. We will definitely approve both of these. More kobolds to study here, but of course we want them all. I bet they're gonna be learning the secrets to necromancy very soon. We also have a Dwarven Baron Consort of Sunsmine visiting us. We are getting more interesting people, kobolds and dwarves, coming in here. A couple of Dwarven bards as well, and even more Dwarven scholars are coming. Also, Razor, our undead, has actually started their mysterious construction now. We will see what comes of that. And Razor has created Salad's Honmi, a hematite earring. It offers it to the Tooth Tank. I like it that it says it offers it to the Tooth Tank. We don't really know its proper value because our stock keeper is completely new and unschooled yet, but of course our craftsmanship is of the highest quality, even though it was made by an undead with well, not a full head. Some of it is missing. In any way, there's an image of Lilin, the kobold in hematite. Lilin is surrounded by the kobolds. The artwork relates to the ascension of the kobold Lilin to the position of winged one of the Isle of Stones in 2. You know what? That's gonna go on display over here in our library. Now we have ghosts. Yes, we have not laid to rest everybody yet. That's a bit of a problem. We will try to do that in the future. Oh, that's another one. It's time we start engraving some of these slabs, right? Although, let's be real, it would be quite appropriate if we let the ghosts run around across this fortress, since, well, it is full of necromancers and such. Stanky Leg is now, has now risen, is haunting the fortress. What a name for a ghost. Now, in this corridors that we're building, I also built a couple, like, smaller areas like this, where this Androzarchus is gonna be all scouting for hidden elves or such. If there's any more elves ever attacking us, they probably would be too scared of all the necromancers we have in the fort now. Yes, we do have a lot of them already. Oh, we also have a new clan leader. Ars has been elected now. That's interesting. We have changed now. This actually works for me because the previous clan leader was also a soldier. So, yeah, he had other business to attend to. And since we can't have a clan leader be named Ars, I renamed him into Wombat. Hopefully, Wombat, you will survive long enough to see yourself become a glorious leader of this, well, new fortress full of necromancers and the undead. For the corridors of life are completed. We have Androzarchus paying attention that we can spot any elves around here. We're also building the ramps up on the floor. And when I say the floor, I mean, well, the upper level. So anybody can spawn here, can just run down here and is safe. Or at least safer than before. So the final great project is now completed. The fortress is much safer than it used to be. No longer shall we suffer the attacks from agitated animals. Just one last job left. All of these slabs have been engraved by those whose bodies are missing. We just need to bring the last few down here and then that job is also done. And the ghosts will be put to rest. Yes, the fortress still has a lot of issues, namely necromancers and the undead. And over time, the whole population will be turned into necromancers throughout our library. But that was the future ordained by not a Skaven in costume, our Warren. It is not a coincidence that she has survived through all these troubles and tribulations. And while she might have been severely injured in a couple of these fights, she clearly knows what is best for the future of Castor Roas, Deathmarsh, the fortress that after more than a decade since its beginnings have now lived up to its name truly and fully. It is now a proper necromancer paradise and a place where even those long dead can come back to life and be useful to the society once again, like Peppa Rat, our first victim. And since the kobolds are now at peace with all of the major civilizations, their glorious empire will live on forever, through death or undeath. Thank you for watching.